Brilliant start to the stream. I don't actually think we have audio coming through, so hold up. Let me just give me a second to plug it in again. I'm just using the default mic just so you can hear me. I'm not sure what happened there. I did a member stream before this. It was fine. So I've got to get the audio working quickly before we start the streams. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. Do not know what happened there. I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in. That's sort of annoying. Alright, there we go. So, bit of a rocky start, but we're finally here for the main channel. Need to give the main channel some love. It's been a weird last few weeks, to be honest with you. I haven't really done a proper live stream in a while, but we're finally here and we're continuing the series, I guess you could say, of predicting every game on Squiggle Live. So we're going to be obviously hopping on Squiggle, and obviously I'll be going through every single game, and you guys are going to try and pick a ladder. We did this last year. It was good fun. We're going to do it again this year. We haven't, so we can say one more subscriber away from 42k. We've been honestly treading water for the last 2 weeks. I've been scarcely uploading. We dropped the Goal King Challenge on Friday, or on I think Sunday it was, and that's got a few more subscribers, but we need to get the 42k and stay there for the rest of the year, because I've got a few more big streams planned for the rest of the year. A video, hopefully, if I can get that sorted this weekend. And remember, submit your favorite video. So I'm just going to quickly change scenes. If I can do that, will it let me do that? Yes, it will. So right here, I want to do my end of year video, make it big like I do every year. We need to start by getting you guys to submit the video. So just check a look in the chat. I'm going to put the live chat link on my end. But if you guys have a few minutes just to spare real quick to submit this before we start actually doing what the stream's all about. So I'm just going to quickly move the chat so I can see what people are saying. And I'm going to put the link in, but it is pinned. So just go through the favorite videos, and then I've put in a little example section if you guys don't know exactly what to pick or you want to have a look. So these, in my opinion, are some of the better ones. So we got like every gather round game I went to, the ticket video, the hardest way to travel to games. So feel free to whack them in if you want. If you have, that's great. If you haven't, that's all good. There are a few other ones like streams and that, but every 6 or 7 rounds we'll go through them. Now, we also have been, now I just want to quickly, before everything else as well, just show you what will be happening in 4 days. So I'm doing my Christmas Eve stream, and at the moment, everyone who is currently a channel member gets free entry for the giveaway to actually win a big prize. So if you just take a look quickly on the channel, for those wondering, like, if there's still anyone wondering what's going with the memberships and stuff, pretty much every day I've been posting content, so that's why I've been a little bit maybe not as active, and it's just been getting a little bit overheated because I've been really busy with other stuff. So I've still kept to my word. There's been a stream and video every single day, and that'll happen till the 24th. On the 24th, I'll stream it, and I'll be giving away up to like $400 if you're a member. So there'll still be other stuff for the people who aren't on the stream, but what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to gift 5 memberships to kick off the start of the stream. And if you guys want to become a member throughout the stream over the next 4 or 5 days, that'd be awesome. So what I'll do quickly is just gift 5. I think I can do that. Membership gifting. So the 5 people are going to be lucky enough to get one for this stream. So that is the last, not the last, but I'll probably not talk a bit more about members until later. So there's, what was the video? Well, I think just put in travel video. It doesn't really matter. So Craig, Jordan, G-Bus, Benji, and Tom. There you go. They've all just been gifted a member. Brilliant stuff right there. But feel free to submit the form, as you can see right there as well. But let's move on now, because I kind of want to get into this. So how this is going to work is we'll go through every single round, and we will be... The subs are freaking going down. I think people are trolling, which is not what I wanted, but we're going to go through every single game, put a form in, give 2 minutes, see the responses go through live, and then we'll see what the chat reckons will win the flag in 2025. I think last year, so I'm going to take a look last year before anything else. I'll have a look quickly to see what the chat actually predicted. So let me just go quickly take a look at that. If you got a gifted member, well done. Good time to be gifted member, I'll tell you that for a fact. Just going to check. I have to scroll down a little bit Don't bother putting him in yet. Let's try and get 100 in chat, and let's get the likes to, ideally, let's get the likes to like 100 to start things off. Let's just go back. We need to find the opening round one, and I'll put that in when we get, well, maybe not when we get 100, but we would like to get 100. Because that's a timer for how long I'm giving the people enough time to actually put them in. Because I'm not going to just be here for all... where's my opening round one? Let me just... I'm not going to be sitting here for hours just waiting for people to put their response in. So there will be a time limit so it's fair and we know who actually does win. Where's the opening round one? Here. So I'm just going to put the link in. How are we, Max? Yeah, long time no see. I'm going to put a... Actually, yeah, fuck it. I will put a members thing on the screen as well. That's the wrong one. Actually, you know what? That isn't the wrong one. No, that isn't the wrong one. I'll use this one. If we get to 15 on this stream, then I'll stream a little bit later afterwards, after this one. But let's just get into it. Look, once we start, more people will join, I'm hoping, because I remember it was successful last year. The winner was, let's just take a look. I think Gold Coast may have won the flag. I'm not even taking the piss. Or it would have been Carlton. Carlton won the flag last year, and they obviously didn't win the flag this year. So let's just start. Let's just get into it, and hope the people join in as we go on. Let's send the link through, and you guys obviously get to say. So how am I going to do that? Copy link. Currently, no one can respond. Do you want to copy the unpublished form? So I've got to publish every... Interesting. Okay, I'm going to put it in. And once I see a response, we're going to start the timer. And then this is opening round, and then we'll whack him in. But if it doesn't work, let me know. No, it does work. Okay, so as you can see... Let me just make this a little bit more even. We've got the response for Brisbane and Geelong. So this is like, you can take the piss and troll if you really want to, but I feel like it'd be better if you made it a little bit serious. Has mine come up yet? What do you mean, has yours come up yet? Your response would have been here. So if you went Geelong, I think Brisbane would probably be the winners here. But let's actually start the timer here because we need to obviously make sure that we have... So when the timer stops is when we'll stop the first round for opening round. So get the people in, share the stream around, get the likes up, and more importantly, let's just get over 42k. I mean, it's been a hard one to get there. So let's just get a mark and then stay there. All right, let's add a bit of music as well. Lake inspired. Fuck it. Turn it down though a little bit. Can you hear that? I can't. I can't hear that at all. Can I please be gifted? Look, honestly, it's not up to me. It's up to... I've already done my 5 gifted, all right? So big things for members are... All I'm saying is, yeah, like it'd be great if we can get a few more because otherwise I probably will stop the member stuff and I won't do big giveaways at the end of Christmas and all that. I'll spend my time on other things instead. So Brisbane look to have 62% of the votes. I would think they win that game, but I think that'll be a pretty good one. I think most opening round games should be pretty solid. Buggy says Cats by 13, Swans by 7, Suns by 33, Giants by 2. I mean, last year I was assuming every home team would win. And it almost happened, but it didn't actually happen. Because Brisbane obviously lost to Carlton. So we've got 30 seconds here. For now, we'll do 2 minutes. I reckon when we get to finals and when more people stick around, what we'll do is we'll reset it. So let me know down below if you have voted for the best videos I've done of the year. That'd be awesome. Because it'll just be very useful for my channel a little bit later on. 12 seconds to go. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we do know, obviously, that we'll just reset it there. We do know, obviously, that Brisbane are going to win this game. So I think how we do it, the margin can be like the difference in votes. So let's just say 63, 36. What's the difference of that? 27, I think. Or was that... How many more votes? So how many more is 63 over 36? I believe like 27. So we'll go into Squiggle and let's take a look. Do I have Squiggle open? Yes, I do. Just close this tab and close the other tab. So first game, Brisbane win by 27 points. I think that's fair. I think most people are probably fine with that. Hawthorn and Sydney. Hawthorn actually win that, and I'm going to say it's a close game by 9 points. So Hawthorn, that's a little bit of an upset. I don't know if I'd have Hawthorn to win that game, to be honest, but Hawthorn could be the team everyone actually decides to vote for in this stream. Gold Coast, Essendon. Shit, look at that. Gold Coast, they've essentially won that game by like 50 points. So 120 to 70 would be the scores there if that was in real life. And then the final game, GWS Collingwood. We have GWS, or do we? Yes, we have Collingwood. We have Collingwood in a thriller by 8. So after the first round of opening round, we have Gold Coast on top of the ladder, Brisbane second, Hawthorn third, Collingwood fourth, the Giants, Swans, Cats, and Bombers. So let's get round 1 underway. So now you guys are probably understanding the concept and all that and how it works. I will just get into the round 1. So let me just find round 1. It should be here. I think I've got to publish it though. Wait, no, this is last year's one actually, not this year's. Let me go find last year's one real quick. How do you vote? Well, I put the link to the form and then you guys just vote. It's pretty easy. Publish this one. Publish. Copy link. And now you guys can vote. I'm going to make it so no one actually knows. I'm going to go 0 responses. And once we get the first response, we'll start the timer at 2 minutes. So that, just let me know if it works. It might not work, but it should work, I would think. I want to get the subs up, guys, though. So remember, get the subs up. Let's get over 42. I put in the same form. I literally put in... This is a different form right here. Copy link. How could that be the wrong link? I literally put in that. I'm going to put it in again if it doesn't work. People might be saying it doesn't work again though, so hopefully not. How could it still be opening round? This is round 1. Oh, for fuck's sake. So we got to do this access thing every single time. There shouldn't be any access required. At all. Okay, I guess I just have to do it every single time then. Just remember to do that. Now it should be good. And now we should just remember to do it every single time with the access and all that stuff. Oh shit, yeah, I'm getting a lot of emails. Alright, I'm getting like 25 emails people wanted to... Okay, now it should be good. I just need to see one response to know it works. But I haven't seen a response yet. Are we telling me it's not going to work? Finally. Okay, it is working. We're going to start the timer now. We got 2 minutes for this. I'm going to put this up in my story as well. Very soon. Richmond Carlton. So I'm going to make it... So you would think Richmond are going to struggle to win a game here. It depends on like popularity. So like the popular teams might get a few more. Potentially. But... You know, people could take the piss and have Gold Coast potentially going all the way. I think we should get an ultimately should we get a ladder that's pretty realistic. So far I have Gold Coast first, smashing Essendon. So I don't think Essendon are going to be a favoured side. How do you do it? The link. Just the recent link in chat. Just make sure you submit your answers there. We've got 2 minutes to do this. How are you, Kobe? Yeah, I'm good. I probably, to be honest with you, should have gave you that money, but I completely forgot about it. I don't know if I'll see you, unless you go to the Renegades game 23rd. Maybe I can, if you want to, I can do that. 62 responses. All right, we're getting a few more responses in. Richmond Carlton's the first game for round 1. I'm seriously don't know why the fuck we've gone down 2 subscribers. Like, how do you get subscribers in this day and age? It's like impossible in the off season. It always, every year, it's impossible. 86 responses. I don't know if people are filling it in more than once, because if they are, that'll make it not be the case for next time. It looks like it's botted here, because why are we getting him up every 3? All right, 8 seconds, 12 or 5 seconds, 112 responses. If they're botted, we'll make sure that doesn't happen for the next time. Okay, let's take a look. Can I close them? Yeah, I don't know. No, fuck that. Yeah, I'm gonna close them. Responses. Limit to 1, and also there should be a way of just ending their responses right then and there. I forgot how to do that. How do I do that? How do just end it? Because people are just continuing responding. Well, it doesn't matter. Like, obviously Carlton winning that game. So Carlton by 40 in the first game. That's probably fair enough. It's whatever, I guess. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. All right, second game, Hawthorn v Essendon. And holy fuck, Essendon are getting no love. I genuinely reckon Hawthorn could go all the way here. Hawthorn by 60 points. Hawthorn win that by 60. Geelong and Freo. And Geelong with the overwhelming majority. So because of the big disparity, I'm going to make it massive. So they're going to win by like 45. Gus Footy, thank you for the gifted membership. And we move to 6 members for the day. Scotty Jones. Legend. Gifted members will be massive though on the stream. I'm not going to lie. Next game. We have Sydney and Brisbane. How about make this one a little bit bigger? Yeah, we will. Sydney v Brisbane, and Brisbane get more votes. So let's just say they win the game by like 23 at the SCG. I think that's pretty realistic. The Bulldogs obviously beating the Western. The Bulldogs obviously beating North Melbourne. I wonder if North will get a few many wins. Collingwood and Port. Collingwood with the votes there. So let's say they win by a lot. Adelaide St Kilda. Okay, Adelaide with 61. St Kilda with 38. So let's just say they win by like 18 points. I'm going to be going to that game. Melbourne GWS. And it looks like even at home, GWS have a lot more votes, and let's just say they win the game by 36 points. Melbourne are home, and they still can't get a win. And then the final game, West Coast and Gold Coast get a win. So they're 2-0, despite this game being played at Optus Stadium with their new logo. What do we think of the new logo? I don't like it. 42K, awesome stuff. And that is the end of round 2, or round 1. So Gold Coast, Hawthorn, Collingwood, Brisbane, they go undefeated. Essendon, North Melbourne, Port Adelaide, Freo, Richmond, Melbourne, West Coast Saints, and Sydney are 0-2 and still searching for their first win, which is quite ridiculous when you think about it. All right, let's head to round 2. Saints can make finals. Well, let's see if they... I really would like to know how the viewers think Saints will go in this stream, because from the looks of it, it seems like we're probably not going to get much love. So make sure people can submit this one. Responder, anyone with a link. And let's put in round 2 for 2025. Look, I am not going to be happy with the subscriber count until we get at least 10 subscribers over, I reckon. So we'll start the timer. 2 minutes. Documents not published. What do you mean it's not? Oh, fucking hell. Do I... Like, why is it just... Publish. Okay, now. I'll learn over the time of the stream that I've got to do that every time. So I've got to publish it, add the link, and then set a limit to 1 per response. Well, it's published now, so there we go. We've got a few responses. Carlton Hawthorn. Hawthorn have pretty much been getting all the votes. I mean, I feel like it's a bit boring if everyone just votes Hawthorn for every single game. Hawthorn are going to be severely overrated. Geelong are 1-1. Sydney 10th. St Kilda 11th. Who do Saints have? They have Geelong. And I know people are going to pick Geelong over St Kilda, but I think St Kilda at Marvel beat Geelong. I do. I really think that. So, vote the Saints if you really want to get a correct one. So if Hawthorn win this, I'll lick the floor off the MCG. Well, it's pretty close. It is quite close. Look at that. 51% of votes to Hawthorn at the moment. So maybe we'll get the first game live, actually. I think for the first game of the stream, we'll get a live little countdown. So remember, Hawthorn's in red and Carlton's in blue. It's quite close, but it looks like Hawthorn getting more votes. And it's like, are they realistically going to start 3-0? How do you join? I'll put the link in again. The Premiership. It wouldn't surprise me. Like in real life, we're saying in this. We're stuck at 51 responses. So keep the responses going through. I'll put the link in again. I think Hawthorn probably get this done unless there's like a miracle with 30 seconds to go. Remember, put the predictions in for the round. It's quickly, just quick fire, click them. No margin, none of that crap. Hawthorn look to be winning this game and actually getting more votes. So that might end up being like a 14-point win. Massively overrated, I feel like, Hawthorn. Even though they'll probably be good again, they could still be massively overrated. It looks like Hawthorn are going to get the first job of the round 2 done here with a 12-point win we're going to give them. So 12 points to Hawthorn, and they move clear on top of the ladder. Next game, we have Western Bulldogs and Collingwood. And it is the Bulldogs that get the win, and I'm going to say an absolute thriller at the MCG for the anniversary game. I was expecting it to be, not going to lie, I was expecting it to be the Pies to win that one. Essendon v Adelaide, let's have a look, and holy shit, Essendon just win that game. Let's say they win that game by a point. So 2 back-to-back thrillers. Essendon somehow get their first win. Crows are still searching for their first, I think. No, they have. They beat the Saints. Port Adelaide play Richmond, and Port Adelaide obviously win that game. You'd think they win that game by like 6 to 50 points. This is the game, though. Saints-Geelong. Geelong win that game. So the votes against St Kilda haven't been too bad, but the Saints are starting 0-2, which is kind of crap. Brisbane and West Coast, and holy fuck. I reckon that's like, you put Brisbane to win that game by like, I think like by 92 points. I genuinely reckon that would be the margin. North and Melbourne. And North Melbourne actually get a win there. That's kind of surprising. So Melbourne are in a turmoil here. North get their first win and they go 1-1. And Melbourne are still yet to get a win. Freo Sydney and Freo go another win. I think that's 2 in a row. Or no, that's their first win of the season. But Sydney start the season 0-3 as we head into round 3. That is quite a surprise. Quite a surprise right there. So Brisbane are on top with 3-0. Hawthorn 3-0. Gold Coast are undefeated. The Bulldogs are undefeated. Collingwood, Geelong, Carlton, and GWS round out the top 8 as we head to round 3 for 2025. Remember, we've got to publish it and all that stuff, but we should be good. So let's head to round 3. G'day, Cooper. All right, so publish. And anyone with a link. So this is round 3. Kind of like the Brownlow in a way. I reckon, do you know what would be a really good idea? A viewers Brownlow count. where every game you guys like pick the... I might do a literally chat predicts the Brownlow medal, but should I do that for 2025? And like have a whole presentation like mark of the year, but it's like you guys decide and it's live voting. I think I'm gonna do that. I reckon that'd be really cool. All right, well let's get into it. So Essendon put Adelaide, and it doesn't look like Essendon are getting many votes here. If you want Essendon to win, Jacko G, thanks for the message, mate. Been a fan forever. Yeah, we're pushing hopefully 60k next year. I have a couple of... honestly, the only video I think will probably do any good is the video I put out, the finals video. But apart from that, I probably think next year, like January should be a good year because I'm not going to be going away. So I've got a lot of pretty good videos that aren't footy related. Because I saw Caden McDonald posted a video with Glenn Maxwell. And I think that video is going to get like 100,000 views plus because it is literally Glenn Maxwell, cricket, GeoGuessr. Like, it's smart. Hawks hype is getting stale. Well, don't buy into the Hawks hype, remember? If you think that the Hawks are going to win, you can vote for them. But if you think the Hawks are getting too much of it, then you can always vote against. It looks like Port Adelaide's still going to get this win at Marvel Stadium this game. I think this game's at Marvel. I believe it is. Essendon play Port. Normally are at Marvel, apart from the game where Houston kicked that goal after the siren. But we'll see what the votes are like for the Hawthorn game. Olivia says hopefully get 80. Well, let's just... I am going to aim for 60. And I think, yeah, 60 could get there. But we'll just be realistic with the expectations at the moment. I'm not going to do anything too silly. 100k, remember, be realistic. I don't think that's going to happen. So 18 seconds. Vote in if you haven't already. I'll put the link in once again. Did you say 60k by the end of 2025? I'm not going to lie. Wouldn't that take you to 20? No, 2020. No, I get that, but I think a full year on YouTube where I'm not worrying about other stuff. And I've got a lot of things as well that I know that'll do well. So just throughout the year, I think 60k I can get there. You'd rather have it. All right, so that's it for the timer. We'll stop it right there. I don't think you can limit the responses, but it looks like it's an easy win for Port Adelaide there. So I'm going to give them, I don't know, how much you want to say? 33 points. I mean, it's a shit start for Essendon. That they've got one win, but it's a pretty shit start for the Bombers. Carlton and the Western Bulldogs. That's a close one. And we have the Western Bulldogs starting the season 3-0. A little bit surprisingly. Let's say they win another one by 7 points. Let's head to Melbourne and Gold Coast. And it's going to be... Holy shit, it was a draw when I last checked. But Melbourne got one extra vote there. So I'm going to have to give Melbourne a 1 point win. St Kilda Richmond. St Kilda win by 40 points. That's good. The Saints needed to get that win at Docklands. Hawthorn GWS. We have Hawthorn again. So the Hawthorn hype train is just continuing here. They're going to get a perfect start to the season where they're 4-0. I mean, it's possibly realistic. Adelaide, North Melbourne. Adelaide, clear win. So, yeah, Adelaide probably get their second. They're 2-1. They're actually starting okay, the Crows. They're starting okay. West Coast, Freo. And Freo obviously win that to finish off the round. Let's say they win that game by 47 points. So that is round 3. And Hawthorn are on top with 4-0. Brisbane 3-0. Western Bulldogs 3-0. The Suns are 4th. Adelaide 5th. Collingwood 6th. Port and Geelong. Any surprises in this ladder chat? Because, I mean, Sydney haven't won yet. They're the only team that made finals last year not to get a win. And I wonder if Richmond will be voted for a single win this year. So it's realistic that Richmond are going to be finishing last, I reckon. But I'm not too sure. So we'll go Plubbish again. But that idea that I had with the Brownlow, I think I might actually do. I think it's a good one. I think it's quite a good one. But have it like the week before. So obviously not of the week of the Brownlow. So round 4. Let's head into round 4. The link's in the chat. I think it should be in the chat now. Swans 16th. Who does Swans play this round? So we can go through the games real quick to know sort of how the ladder's going to fare. So Collingwood Carlton should be close, I reckon. Geelong Melbourne, I expect Geelong to get voted more. Gold Coast v Adelaide, probably Gold Coast. Richmond, Brisbane, definitely Brisbane. Surely North Melbourne don't beat Sydney to go an 0-4 start for the Swans. Giants, West Coast, I think Giants there. Port Adelaide Saints, Saints won't win that with the votes. And then Freo Bulldogs will be a close one. So the responses, apparently I did round 3. Did I do round, did I do round 3? Oh, I did. I must have published the wrong one. Okay, sorry. Copy link. Yeah, I can tell when people say it like 50 times that it's the wrong form. We'll start the timer again. 2 minutes. Round 4. Let's do it. Let's see. Yes, idiot. Mate, I'm not an idiot. Why? There we go. Looks like Collingwood. Look at that. Look at the start. Collingwood have had 6 votes. Finally, Carlton get a vote. Carlton need to make a comeback here. Collingwood are starting off the house on fire. Sarah says, how are you? Well, pretty good. Collingwood is 75% of the vote so far. But Carlton are just slowly starting to make a comeback here. But is it going to be too little too late? Hopefully all the goals. Remember to get the responses in. I'll put the link in again. I will put the link in again. 65 in. 67% Collingwood. 32% Carlton. Not sure why Eagles John thinks everyone is Walter. Yeah, I've seen him say that a lot. Carl the Pies is Pro Legend. Hi, Carmen, are you excited for Christmas? It should be good. It should be good. Stay tuned for when the Christmas stream happens. That also should be good. Yeah, obviously I still have that cough. It's not going to go away straight away. It's obviously going to take a bit of time. 30 seconds, 100 responses here. It looks like the Pies will get the first win on the Thursday night for round 4. And I think that's probably fair. I don't know how Carlton are going to do here in this theoretical ladder. Like, are the viewers going to be nice to Carlton, or are they going to go outside of the 8? Put your premiership predictions in the chat for next year, because, I mean, I think probably still Brisbane are a good chance, but because you need antibiotics. You do realise I've already gotten antibiotics. You don't know that because you think I've done something that I haven't, but I already have. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to give Collingwood the win by 24 points for the first game there. They moved to 4th place. Geelong and Melbourne. And holy shit, Melbourne are bad. Melbourne are going to be bad this year. A 77... It's like the good old days where Geelong just smashed Melbourne at GMHBA Stadium. Gold Coast, Adelaide, and Gold Coast get an overwhelming majority of the votes here at Heritage Bank. 40-point win, move to 3rd. I wonder if Gold Coast will play that well, though. Richmond, Brisbane, and yeah, obviously Brisbane with the win there. They don't get as comfortable as I thought, so let's just give them like a 38-point win. Still a comfortable win. North and Sydney, and Sydney get a win. So AR would like that. Sydney get their first win of the season. People aren't taking the piss just yet. They win by 35 points. They move to 13th. We have now GWS West Coast. The Giants win that. Doesn't look like West Coast are going to win anytime soon. That's a big win. 65 points. Let's give it. And then we got Port Adelaide, St Kilda. And oh my goodness, St Kilda get a win. I was not expecting the Saints to get a win at the Adelaide Oval. And the Saints get an upset victory in Squiggle, moving to 11th. I seriously was not expecting that, but I thank the chat. And Freo smashed the Western Bulldogs, handing their first loss. Freo looked to be the team to get a lot of help in this stream. 40-point win, and they moved to 6th on the ladder to finish off round number 4. I was not expecting St Kilda to win that. So round number 5 is Gather Round. Gather Round should be big. I've got most of the Gather Round tickets. But not all yet. Calm the Saints. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I know it's not real life, but maybe if the Saints can make finals in this, that'd be pretty good. So this is gather round. We'll make sure to publish this and manage. So it is anyone with a link. Oh, wait, no. Anyone with a link to respond. And then we'll just make it the response is one per person, so it's not too hectic. So link in for round number 5. Port are going to be shit this year. Where are Port on the ladder? They're 9th. See, people think they're going to be shit, but they always have a good home and away season, Port. So it's the finals where they do shit. All right, put the right one in for once. So Adelaide, Geelong. Adelaide. I reckon Adelaide could win this. Hopefully they do. I mean, I feel like Adelaide are getting a few wins. Like 2 and 2. Well, they've started all right here, but Geelong probably go and win this. And Geelong are probably going to finish top 4. What are the other games? So we've got Collingwood, Sydney. I'd assume Collingwood win that. What do I think the chat will say? The chat will say Gold Coast. The chat will say Carlton. That'll be probably Brisbane. That'll be Essendon, I would think. That'll be definitely Freo. I think GWS. And then they're going to say Hawthorn. I reckon Hawthorn are going to get another win. Even though they don't deserve so many wins. Again, half not true. Gorner's out for a few weeks. No one to leave. They said themselves. Yeah, he's just arguing about Melbourne, isn't he? North could beat Gold Coast. I think I'm actually going to go to that game and just watch the whole thing because it's in the Barossa Valley. I want to see what a game is like up there in the Barossa. Port will beat Hawks and gather round, I reckon. Well, I actually think the same thing as well. Port Adelaide just are a better... they're better than Hawthorn. At the Adelaide Oval, they're better than them. So we'll see if Hawthorn get another win here. But I reckon surely Port Adelaide can get a win. Because they're currently 9th. Hawthorn are currently 2nd. It looks like Geelong are going to get the win here. So sorry, Crows fans, but the Cats are just going to be too good. And they'll probably get like a 20-point win. Cats fans would like that. So Cats get the first win of Gatherand, 20 points. 23, let's give it. Collingwood and Sydney. And I don't know why Swans are getting so much shit in this squiggle thing. They just came off a grand final. They were the best team last year in the home and away season. North Melbourne, Gold Coast. And Gold Coast winning a thriller. That would be such a good game, though. North have not been too bad this season. Gold Coast moved to 4-1 and win a thriller against North. Carlton, West Coast, and yeah, Carlton win. I really feel like West Coast could be competing for the spoon in this one as well. 67 points. This should be a good game. Brisbane v Bulldogs, and it is Brisbane, actually, that went quite comfortably by 31. Melbourne, Essendon. It's going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw. First draw in Gather Round is Melbourne, Essendon. No love between these two sides. They're on the same amount of time. It's a draw off the photo or even. The chance of that happening are quite freaking low. Richmond and Freo, and it's a big Fremantle victory, obviously. They win that game by 66 points at Barossa. And then it's between the Saints and the Giants, and it's GWS. It's GWS. Once again, not a massive margin. The Saints are losing all these games by like 3 goals. And then this is Port v Hawthorn. Port Adelaide lose to Hawthorn by probably 16 points. Hawthorn are undefeated, as are the Brisbane Lions, as of round 5 in 2025. Wowee. Will the changes, will the tides turn and will people start turning against the Hawks? Or will it be just continuing sucking off the Hawks? Hawthorn v Brisbane, when's that? That'll be a good one. Let's move to round 6 now. That MCG floor isn't looking so good. Yeah, well, finals are always going to be different, though. We're obviously going to do finals as well. What I'll quickly do as well, let's just make this a subscriber-only chat to get a few more of them. But let's get back to the Google form. So round 6 settings. We've got responses, limit to 1 response, publish, and we make it anyone with a link. So send the link now for round number 6. Hopefully it's the right one. Currently no one can respond. Now they should be able to. They should be able to. I'm going to check again real quick, actually. Yeah, anyone with a link. Essendon Ford. How is that rigged, though? It's realistic, though, isn't it? Like, is that not realistic? Shit, I need the live chat up again. I've literally lost the live chat. Hold up. Let me just get the live chat. Sorry. Bear with me for a second here. A little intermission, a little bit of an ad break. Chat's disabled for this live stream, it's saying. Well, it's obviously not disabled. We just need a new one to put up on the screen so I can read it. There we go. Back up and running. Oh. But it's not clicking. Here we go. All right, links in. Sorry for that. Round number 6. No, that's a live chat. Sorry, that's a fucking live chat. Hold up, hold up, hold up. That's a live chat link. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. Not the right one. That's the right one. Let's set back to 2 minutes. Round number 6. Brisbane, Collingwood. This is going to be a very, very good one, I reckon, for the votes. Brisbane have yet to lose one, but so have the Pies. I mean, they have lost one, but they've also done quite well. That'll be interesting. I think that should work, though, that link. Yes, it does. Soph says, which gathering games are you going to so far? Well, probably most. All the ones in the Adelaide Oval, except for maybe Carlton West Coast. Maybe that's the only one I don't go to. So Richmond and West Coast without a win. North with a 1. Sydney with a 1. Essendon with the 1. So Melbourne. St Kilda with 2 wins. Adelaide with 2 wins. Port with 2 wins. Carlton with 2 wins. Gold Coast, who do they play? Could Gold Coast go 5-1? They will go 5-1 here, the Suns. They're getting another easy start to the fixture. I'm a D's fan, so I just think we win every game. Well, vote your team. Vote your team. It looks like Brisbane are actually going to smash Collingwood in this game for Easter Thursday. They literally might not go a game without a loss. It's going to be Brisbane Hawthorn, whatever that is. I don't care about Bailey. Freo D is going to be an Alice Springs match. No, the Saints D's is Alice Springs, and I'll be probably going to that game. Hey, Eagles John, maybe just don't argue in the chat for once. Like, you always argue in chats for some reason. Let's get the likes to 150. Suns won't go 5-1. They'll lose some away games. I think the same thing. People like to suck up the Suns in these. They sucked up the Suns last year. They finished top 4. Current score, Lions 48, Pies 13. I mean, look, let's just say this is a halftime scoreline or 3/4 time. It's like 3/4 time in the game, and it's like Brisbane are up by like 50 points, 40 points. Where's the link to vote for each game? I put it in the chat. I probably wouldn't think you have much time though for the last one, for this round. You got to come Brizzy. Yeah, I'll be going to Brizzy next year. I'll be going to Brizzy. Last game, last chance, 3, 2, 1, and let's go through it. So it's going to be a 40-point win, I'm going to say, to Brisbane. They continue flying away. Collingwood get their worst loss. North Melbourne and Carlton win, but it's not a massive win. And I feel like this is going to be all right, Good Friday. I feel like Good Friday is shit, but it could start to become okay. West Coast v Essendon. Wow, West Coast. West Coast win that. West Coast get their first win over the Bombers. That is probably another upset there. And that's going to piss off a lot of Essendon fans watching this stream. Melbourne and Freo. And Freo win. That's probably fair enough. They win by 5 goals. They win by 5 goals. They move up the table to second. Adelaide and GWS. And the Crows win that game. Okay, the Crows are getting some decent wins. They beat one of the top 8 fancies in the Giants, and they move into 9th position. Surely Gold Coast don't lose this game, and they're not going to lose that game at home against the Tigers. Even though it's away, I still don't think they'll lose that. 41 points, and they move to 2nd. The 2 Queensland clubs. Can you believe the Suns are 2nd on the ladder? Next game, Sydney and Port, and Sydney absolutely demolished Port. Absolutely demolished Port. Revenge from Adelaide Oval last year. Win by 66, and their season's back on track. And then Western Bulldogs St Kilda, and it is St Kilda that fucking lose. So the Saints are not starting their season off well whatsoever. They're 2-6 or 2-4 like last year. And Geelong and Hawthorn. And Geelong beat Hawthorn, so they get their first L. I think people are getting sick of Hawthorn. People are getting sick of Hawthorn. Geelong win again Easter Monday. They're the better side, and the Geelong Cats move to 2nd place. Hawthorn get their first loss, and it's a little bit good to see, to be honest, because I'm kind of sick of Hawthorn finally getting all the suck-up vote. So, interesting to see the table. Freo, Gold Coast, Collingwood, of the sides that didn't make the 8 last year and the 8 this year. The Bulldogs in 7th. Richmond are the only team to yet get a win. We move to round 7 now. And this is going to be Melbourne v Richmond. That is going to be a really fucking shit game. But I still think Melbourne have to win that. Like, surely they still win that. Could they lose that, though? Maybe. We'll see what the votes will be. The first game, so you can see live voting. Live voting for the first game of the round. And we have Melbourne v Richmond for the Anzac Day Eve game. So the link is in. Hawks have the best list, best coach. Is Sam Mitchell the best coach? I am not too sure about that. Let's have a look. So live votes, we have Melbourne, Richmond. Melbourne have 80%. I really do wonder if Richmond are going to win here. These Tigers are the 2 most boring teams to have on Channel 7. Yeah, it's just not a great start, I feel, a game like this. How can I vote? Links in the chat, Shannon. Timer, probably should have started that already. I'll move that. 1:36. Remember, if we can get to 15 gifted members, I'll be streaming Fortnite on my 2nd channel after this stream for a little bit. So if you want to see me play Fortnite, then become a member. $3, you get awarded to the giveaway. You've got a lot of access to bonus content, a video every day, live streams. Got a lot of good stuff. Melbourne look to be winning this first game by, I would probably say, halftime scores. The D's are probably up by like 4 goals heading into halftime here, if this is real time. I mean, Fidget isn't wrong. But yeah, well, could Richmond beat West Coast at home for their first game? Because I feel like Richmond will pick up an upset. They're not going to go winless, because we haven't seen a winless team. I can't remember. I cannot remember the last time a team hasn't got a win in a season. It would have been ages ago. It could have almost been Adelaide in 2020, but then they won 3 in a row. Even like the Suns and the Giants, when they entered the comp, they were still getting wins. So I'm not too sure. 4 goals. So basically, like the difference between the percentages. So it's basically, look at that. Let's go. Okay, Melbourne probably win this game by 6 goals on a real basis, if this is a real game. So I'm just going to say probably Melbourne win by 6. We get to 9 seconds. So the last quarter here, Richmond get a couple more votes. 45 votes to Richmond's 22. We would like to get more votes throughout the stream, though. So remember, everyone voting makes it a lot better. The more votes, the better. But Melbourne get a win here, and they sort of boost to 11th. I really can't see them making finals in this. Collingwood v Essendon, and yeah, Essendon they're just not going to be that good, are they? I've got no optimism for Essendon. Freo Adelaide, massive win for the Dockers. I think the Dockers are probably a confirmed top 8 side in this thing. 44 points. Saints Brisbane. Once again, it's close, but it's we just can't get wins. Brisbane go undefeated once again and win by 15, 16 points. Saints are now 2-5. We have a tough start. Port Adelaide beat North Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval, but not by a lot, by like 25 points. GWS and Bulldogs, and the Giants beat the Bulldogs at home. Again, not by a lot, but like by 21 in Canberra. And then Gold Coast, Sydney. And Sydney win that. Sydney win that by a lot, even though that's at Heritage Bank. But Sydney somehow win that by a lot. And yeah, maybe it's the start of the downfall for the Suns. Sydney are boosting up the ladder now. They got a good percentage. Carlton, Geelong. Carlton are doing pretty bad. Carlton are ninth. They're not doing great. I feel like they could be overrated. And Hawthorn, West Coast. Hawthorn get their wins tally back up on track and get a healthy win by 45 points to move to 4th place on the ladder. So, round 7, top 8, Brisbane is 7-0. Geelong are 6-1. Freo are 6-1. Hawthorn are 6-1. Gold Coast, Collingwood, GWS, and the Western Bulldogs. It is not looking good for the Saints. Port Adelaide, Sydney, Carlton. Round 8. I can't believe that's the first game of the round. I reckon North could get a win here. I feel like North probably should be more than one win if this was like real life. Saints supporters just say every game is match fixing. It's embarrassing. Only Scoop says that, mate. I don't say that at all. I don't fucking think anything's match fixing. I think match fixing's a joke, obviously, but it's not really a thing at all. So round 8 is in the chat now. Feel free to respond. We'll get as many responses as we possibly can. The first game is North Melbourne v Essendon for round 8. And we have hopefully a North win. I want them to win in this. Just make sure that actually worked, that link. It works. So, what do we reckon in this game? Friday night or Thursday night footy. Will Essendon win or will North Melbourne win? Lions 7-0 ain't going to happen. Well, if you don't want the Lions to win, you can vote against them. Oh, shut up, Cooper. I don't see anything happening in the stream. So I'll make a situation out of it. 48 responses. I know I spelled Essendon wrong, but it doesn't matter. I was in a rush. If Carlton don't beat the Crows, I swear to God. What are the games for this round? Saints, Freo. All right. Hopefully we can win. Although Freo are 3rd currently. Bulldogs, Port would be pretty good. Adelaide. Yeah, but I feel like Adelaide could easily beat Carlton at the Adelaide Oval. So I feel like I'd actually vote for Adelaide. This will be a really close one. Collingwood, Geelong. West Coast, Melbourne. That'll be pretty good. Sydney, GWS. And then Hawthorn get another win there. So Hawthorn are definitely going to win that game. The Q Clash, I don't see Gold Coast winning that. Even though Gold Coast are currently 5th. I think they're going to start dropping games, to be honest. I mean, it looks like North Melbourne are actually going to win this game. It might be because I told people to go vote for them, but we've got 68 responses, so technically the scores are 25 to 43, let's just say in real. It's not proper. Crows won't beat Carlton. What do you mean you'll have to admit it? It's very possible that they will and that they could. I'm not going to lie, mate. 10 seconds to go. North Melbourne are going to get a primetime win by 5 goals against North, and it's going against Essendon. It's going to be a pretty disappointing start for Essendon, to be honest with you, for their season. They haven't really done much at all. It's going to be another loss to Essendon. North Melbourne get their 2nd win, and they go above North Melbourne on the ladder. Saints v Freo and St Kilda. St Kilda have gotten the win by 8 points. Big win at home to just revive their season a little bit. A good win against Freo and Port Adelaide. Sarah Calisano has become a member. Thank you very much. That's massive. Sarah, thank you very much. We're now 7 members for the night. 15's the goal to do another stream. Bulldogs and Port Adelaide. Let's have a look at that. And it's a massive win to the Western Bulldogs at Mars by 37 points. Adelaide and Carlton, and I told you Adelaide were going to get a win. Adelaide win by 15 points, and I think they move into... They just can't get into the top 8. They've got a shit percentage. The Giants' percentage are pretty good. Collingwood, Geelong, and Collingwood lose by, let's just say, 9 points. A big game, but the Cats just stand up, and they sit second on the ladder with just the one loss. West Coast and Melbourne, and West Coast win at home again. Wow, so West Coast get another win by 12 that time, and Melbourne should have beat West Coast there. Melbourne are not getting any love for this season. Sydney v GWS, and it is Sydney. So they're getting a few wins in a row. 17 points and move into 9th. They're starting to propel their season a little bit. Hawthorn, Richmond. Hawthorn get a big win. Realistically, let's just say another win by like 53 points. And then Brisbane, Gold Coast, another big win. Brisbane smash the Suns in the Q Clash to go another win. So that's 8-0, I think, or is that 9-0? 8-0. And let's say 53 points. Gold Coast are crumbling here. They're 6th on the ladder. After round 8, we have Brisbane, Geelong, Hawthorn, Fremantle, Collingwood, Gold Coast, the Bulldogs, and the Giants. What are the biggest surprises from the ladder so far, would you say? Because, I mean, Richmond not getting a win isn't a surprise. Port Adelaide 13th, maybe. Carlton possibly should have been a bit higher. But yeah, I mean, that's what we have. I mean, that's what you guys have. Round 9. Remember, every time I put the link in, when I put the link in, vote. The more votes, the better. The more votes, the better. Can the Power make a surge? Can any team make a comeback this season? The Dogs inside the 8 is surprising. Well, I mean, they were good last year. I mean, they're deserving of a side to definitely be playing finals. It's just whether or not they'll be able to put it all together. So, yes, they're losing a few players heading into the next season, but I mean, it's not surprising to see that they're in the 8. Will they stay there? Who knows? But I think at the moment, Bulldogs in the 8 isn't too much of a shock. They're currently 7th. Mason is coming a rookie member. We've got another member. Thank you very much, Mason. And Miles Jackson becomes a member. Wowee. We have 2 members in a row. And it's starting to look okay now for the goal. Wow. Thank you very much. Remember, I do quite a few videos at the moment on the members, so you'll be feel free to go check them out when you have the chance to, I guess, in your own time. So let's get into the first game. Freo Collingwood. Freo look to be in control early on. Freo are really getting the love. I mean, not many people hate Freo, would they? W to the members in the stream. I think it's Freo, Collingwood, and the next game's St Kilda v Carlton, I believe. Surely Richmond can beat West Coast. So what do we have then? Oh, this is like the responses. So we have St Kilda, Carlton. So the first person that responded... Okay, this is the first responder. So they voted Freo, Carlton, Hawthorn, Sydney, Gold Coast, Port, Richmond for a win, GWS, and then they went for Brisbane. So that isn't going to be what we get possibly, but that is what the first person voted for. So we got 50 seconds. Freo looked to be in control of this one against the Pies. Looked to be getting a big win. I did this individually and I had Hawthorn first, Freo second. I will do this soon. I might even do this a bit earlier than normal. Normally I do it every end of Feb, but I think I'll probably do it again end of Feb. But thank you, Mason, as well. And Miles. Chloe Jakinson. Well, thank you for the comment. Carlton to beat Saints by 86. Let's see. 10 seconds to go. Fremantle are going to get another win here to move to the top 2, I reckon. And this is going to be the end of round number 9. So let's move on to the form. And it is Fremantle that'll win the game by 32 points. And the next game we have St Kilda taking on Carlton. And it is St Kilda that take the win. And Carlton are crumbling this year. St Kilda getting a few wins against some solid sides at the MCG. A 14-point win. Their season's back on track, potentially Melbourne and Hawthorn. And unfortunately for Hawthorn, or sorry for Melbourne, they get done in a big one. And Hawthorn get another big win. And they've got a big percentage right there. Essendon and Sydney. And holy shit, Sydney absolutely fucking demolish. Pardon my French. Absolutely demolish Essendon. They're not getting any favouritism. Swans moving to the top 5. Gold Coast and the Western Bulldogs. And the Suns win by 4 points. We're going to give it to them. They needed to get a response. They get one against the Bulldogs. Big, big win. Port Adelaide in the showdown. And Adelaide get a big win as well. Port Adelaide are getting absolutely hammered here. Adelaide win by 30 points. Move to 9th. Just can't get into the top 8. Richmond, West Coast. And Richmond get their first win of the season at home by 26 points. So Richmond get their first win. Brisbane are still undefeated. Geelong beat the Giants at home. And North Melbourne, Brisbane, it's clear Brisbane are winning that one. So Geelong by 21, Brisbane by 47. And the top 8 still stays sort of similar. GWS move out of the 8. Sydney are into 6th. Carlton have only 3 wins with 6 losses. Port with 3 and 6. Richmond and Essendon are the bottom 2. So that is kind of surprising. Gold Coast v Hawthorn is the next game for round 10. And we're almost through to the bye rounds. So Brisbane are almost certainly going to finish first now, I feel. I mean, they might not finish first. Potentially Hawthorn could overtake them. Also, look at Geelong. Realistically, are we going to get 3 teams with only one loss or less after round 9? Probably not, but you never know. All right, let's copy the link. So we have round number 10. Is this round number 10? It is round number 10. Let me know if that one works and we'll start the timer. We need to see the game. So Gold Coast Hawthorn, I would say, yeah, Hawthorn probably. Sydney v Carlton, probably Sydney. Again, Collingwood Adelaide, probably Collingwood. Port Geelong, probably Geelong. All right, get the live tracker of the first game. Gold Coast v Hawthorn. The Suns at the moment, it is in Darwin. You got to make the argument, this is in Darwin, which means if it's in Darwin, Gold Coast tend to play quite well. So just take that in mind. I think this could be a really good game of footy. Gold Coast, Hawthorn and Darwin. But can the Hawks be suited to the conditions that they play up in Darwin? It's currently a really close game. Shit, I forgot to start the timer. I'll just quickly put it to like 1 minute and 15 or something like that. Very, very close game here in the NT. Remember the votes. I'll put the link in. Vote for who you think is going to win for this round and round number 10. It is Gold Coast currently leading, let's just say by like 6 points at half time. Can Hawthorn make a response here? Gold Coast could push the top 4 if they win this game, by the way. So it's a big game for both clubs. Hawthorn looking to maybe try to get first if they can win this game. Probably not. Gold Coast still stay in the lead by 8 or so points. Hawthorn going to make it a response. It is starting to get a bit close now, of only a difference of 4%. But Gold Coast get a couple more votes back in their favour, and it looks like they probably should take the win here. At 3/4 time, I'd probably say that they win, probably leading by 18. It looks like Gold Coast are going to win this. Can Hawthorn make a response? Vote for Hawthorn if you think they're going to win, if you haven't already. Hawthorn are making a little bit of a mini response here. A little bit of a mini response. But Gold Coast, I think, are going to hold on here. Quite an overrated team, you reckon, Gold Coast? Probably. They're going to start 7-3 in Darwin. To be fair, it is kind of realistic that they win this in Darwin. I'm going to say they win by 10, probably 8 points. All right, Hawthorn got a few consolation goals, but it's going to be an 8-point win to Gold Coast up in Darwin. 94-86. Sydney v Carlton. And yeah, sorry Carlton fans, but this is like last year at the SCG. Carlton's season is absolutely in freefall. They won it last year, but the chat are not going Carlton this time round. Collingwood and Adelaide. And fair enough, Collingwood back on the winners list. I think, you know, they probably need another win soon. I think they will win that game. Port Adelaide and Geelong. And it's just not looking good for Port Adelaide or Carlton at all. Geelong just once again too good at the Adelaide Oval like last year in the final. Giants and Freo. And GWS win that game. So Freo didn't get that one. It is at home for the Giants, so it's probably fair enough. They do play that ground quite well. Freo not so much. Bulldogs and Essendon. And Essendon just quit the season already. Richmond, North Melbourne. Wow, that's close. North Melbourne going to win, though, but that is quite close. North by 14 at the G. They get their third win. North Melbourne. They're only out. Actually, they're outside the bottom 4, surprisingly. Brisbane beat Melbourne by a lot. And the last game is West Coast St Kilda. And it looks like St Kilda get a good win at Optus by 6 goals. So I'm liking the Saints. They're making a bit of a comeback this year. They're a chance for the 8. They are a chance for the 8. As we head into round 11. After round 11, I'm going to take a little break where I go and grab some water. But after round number 10, it is still Brisbane that are undefeated. Richmond only the 1 win. Essendon only the 1 win as well. Essendon v Richmond play each other dream time. That's going to be very interesting to see who wins. Surely Essendon win, though. Surely Essendon win that. What do we think of dream time at the G being a Friday night game? Yeah, I just don't think so either, because they have a good patch of form at any stage of the season normally, the Bombers. So they could definitely finish bottom 4, but who knows? Maybe people will start voting for Essendon. Not public. Oh, damn it. Now it's published. Should be published now. So round 11. This is an Indigenous round. Dream time of the G. And all that stuff. It's published now. It is published now. So Geelong Western Bulldogs first game at GMHBA. It is the live game, so can we get an upset on the live game? It'd be kind of interesting to get an upset for the first live game. It looks probably like Geelong just win easily. They are currently 2nd v 7th in this one. Starry, what are you saying? Stop doing votes and hurry up. The whole point of the stream is to get the viewers to decide. Cats 80%, Bulldogs 20%. Go Roos and Tigers. Bont to win the Brownlow. Lions 10-0. They should lose eventually, but at the moment it's looking pretty good for them. Let's get to 150 likes as well, guys. So just click it if you haven't. Just click that right there. First Lions loss. I'm not too sure who they're playing though. Who are they playing? They're playing Brisbane. Shit. They're playing Hawthorn. Sorry, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be the biggest game of the round. Sam, if you want to act like that, you can just piss off, mate. It's just a stupid comment. Bulldogs comeback. Well, they are sitting 7th here, but they're not going to win this game. It's at GMHBA. I know last year they did it. They're pretty good at GMHBA, the Bulldogs. 4 losses. I mean, Pies aren't doing terrible, but I feel like they should be higher. I feel like so that's going to be it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Geelong just continuing to have a really impressive season. I mean, Bailey Smith against his former side. Bulldogs dropped down to 8th. They're still in the 8. Richmond and Essendon. Essendon get a win. All right, that's fair. Essendon probably deserved that win. 28 points. They moved to 16th now. Carlton and the Giants. Carlton can't get a win. They lose that game by like 6 at home. This is really bad for Carlton. This is really, really bad for the Blues. Hawthorn, Brisbane. Hawthorn They give Brisbane their first loss in a really good game at the MCG by 12 points, and it's still Brisbane that are on top, but that's their first loss of the season. North and Collingwood. North Melbourne try their best, but they don't succeed. Collingwood by 18 points. We have Freo and Port, and it looks like Freo get a massive win. Port Adelaide's season is just absolutely fucked right now. They're getting smashed in most games they play. They're 3-8 alongside North. Adelaide and West Coast. You know what? Adelaide win by 90. Adelaide win by 90 and move once again to 9th. They just can't get to the top 8. They're having a solid season of the Crows. Melbourne and Sydney. And Sydney win that one. It's kind of obvious that they win that one by 40. And then the last game is Gold Coast St Kilda. Can the Saints get this win? I think this will be for another win in a row for St Kilda. And that could be to put themselves in the 8. And they win by a lot. They win by like 43 points. So the Saints continuing to impress. They move to 10th and ahead of round 11. I'm going to do the voting actually whilst I go get a drink. So we're on round 12. I think we might be heading into the bye rounds. And it is Brisbane, Geelong, Hawthorn, Freo, Sydney, Collingwood, Gold Coast, Giants. Of the sides in the 8, who would be most likely to slip out from this point onwards? I'm going to say Gold Coast. I'm probably definitely just going to say Gold Coast. I don't think I'm going to hold that position. Carlton are 3-8. I think they're almost done. I think Port Adelaide are also surprisingly almost done as well. Brisbane and Geelong, though, they'll be good, but I just don't know if they'll be 1 and 2. Hawthorn 3, Freo 4. So it's an interesting one, but it's kind of believable. That's a kind of a believable top 4. I'm not going to lie. Is this what the round does? Yeah, this could honestly be Voss getting sacked up. If Carlton are 3-8 next year after round 11 or whatever, they probably do sack Voss. What would you think, realistically? All right, we'll head to round 12 now. We'll reset the link. I'm going to just quickly go down. So you'll see the live voting as it happens. I'm just going to go get a drink. But I will get the responses up. So just make sure it does work before I leave. So this is round number 12. The first game, I think, is Brisbane-Essendon. So I think it's pretty obvious, honestly, with the ladder position right now, who's going to win this game. We've got 2:45 in the chat. I'm going to quickly just go grab something to drink. But go and vote. The link is in the chat right now for round number 12. Give me a second. I'll be back very shortly. All right, 2 seconds to go. Fuck, we seriously dropped that many people already? Jesus Christ. All right. Fluctuate, so we should get them back. For some reason, someone thought it would be a good idea to turn the air conditioner on to max. So I'm going to turn that off right now real quick. It's too cold. Okay. Let's take a look. Little break. That's all right. Brisbane Essendon. What do we have? We have 70 responses here. Brisbane Essendon. Brisbane win that game easily again. Collingwood Hawthorn. Wow, look at that. Hawthorn win just. Another win. They're 10-2. Gold Coast v Freo. For home for Gold Coast. But Fremantle win that. Wow. What a win from Freo. At home. Or away against Gold Coast, should I say. GWS Richmond. Should I just give GWS like a win by like 76? Sydney v Adelaide. Sydney win that comfortably at home. I mean, a probably realistic result when you think about it. How do you vote? I put the thing in for every round. All right, Melbourne v St Kilda in Alice Springs. I think I'll be going to this game. And St Kilda, look at that. They get the votes. And they move to the top 8. The Saints have actually made it to the top 8. Wow, all right. That's pretty good to see. West Coast and Geelong. And, yeah, Geelong win that game by 41 points. So that is the end of round 12. We've got the bye rounds coming up. The Saints have now rocketed to the top 8. We have the Suns that are now out of the 8. The Bulldogs and the Crows are searching for the top 8. And I don't think any team from 11th below or any teams from 12th onwards can win or make finals. I don't think they can. I think it's too much of a task. Carlton and Port have just done terrible, which is quite surprising. So let's move to round 13. We'll probably get through these a bit quicker because of the bye rounds. Yeah, but you would think that, but normally people like to vote against the Saints to try and piss me off. That's why I'm surprised the Saints are actually doing quite well. Like, think about it. That's why the Saints did quite crap when I got creatives to predict the 2024 season, because I just wanted the Saints to do shit against the bad teams. All right, we'll make it a limit to 1 response. And really quickly, just before we do anything else, I'm just going to chuck this up on my Instagram story. So just North are tied to Port and Carlton. Actually, you know what? I can do that whilst we put it in, so we don't waste too much more time. That's probably a better idea anyway. So we'll copy the link in. I think this should work. I just need to publish it. And then we'll get round 13 going. So round number 13... we need a total of 5, I think 6 more members. And then we can do a stream after this potentially. So let me know if you want that. Become a member. I will put it up quickly up on my IG. So what is the first game? The first game is the Bulldogs and Hawthorn. That'll be a classic. That'll be a really good game. I genuinely reckon... I think you vote... I'd vote Bulldogs, honestly, in that game. I don't know about you guys. I think Bulldogs win that. I mean, Hawthorn obviously could win as well, but I think Bulldogs could win. Well, look how close it is right now. I will also add the timer. We'll probably start it now at just 1 minute. So we've got 1 minute to vote for the rest of round number 13. And it looks like this is going to be a close one with the Bulldogs just in front by 5% of the votes. I reckon this game should be at the MCG. 35 seconds. We're heading into the final quarter now. I'm just going to put this up in my story real quick, and then we'll get into the submissions to see who of the people that voted for the teams that won the most. Look at that. We got 18 seconds. The Bulldogs are now just in front by 2%. This is the closest first game we've had in a while. Continue voting if you can. 78 responses. I think the Bulldogs going to win. A big, big win for the Bulldogs against the third place Hawks. And that will be all she wrote. So the Bulldogs get a win by 4 points. And they move back in. Not yet, actually. Not yet. They're almost back into the 8. Let's quickly chuck this up on the story. Alrighty, guys. Jump in the live stream right now. We're getting the chat to predict the AFL season in 2025. We're currently at round number, I think, 13. So go and join down below. And we'll see what team will end up winning the flag. All right, putting that up now. So what's the next game after that? Look, I don't think Insta's going to do too much, but I'm still going to put it up there because I want people from there to know. So Adelaide, Brisbane's... Oh my God, Matthew's gifted 10 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Matthew's gone bang before Christmas. And now we have hit the members goal. I mean, like we'll always do, we'll add a new one, but we've hit the goal, which means we'll stream it a fortnight after this on the second channel for a little bit. But holy thank you to Matthew for the 10. Massive stuff. But let's get into the votes. Adelaide and Brisbane. I believe Adelaide could actually win this potentially, but I think they won't. Look at that. Brisbane only just win that game. I'm going to say they win that game by like 7 points. Really just a close one. Richmond and Sydney. And Richmond obviously lose. They won last year, though, but they don't win that game. 56 points. Gold Coast Geelong. Geelong absolutely smashed them at GMHBA. That's probably fair. 65 points. GWS Port Adelaide. Yeah, and I mean, I'm kind of surprised no one's tipping Port Adelaide. They're not that bad at all. They probably finish top 8 again next year. North Melbourne v West Coast. And North Melbourne get a big win by 44 at home. No, this is actually in Bunbury. Wow, so people reckon the North will win by that much in Bunbury. And look at that, North go ahead of Carlton and ahead of Port Adelaide. That is crazy. Carlton v Essendon. All right, Carlton finally get a win. Win that by, let's give him 34 points. Move to 12th. Still need to get more wins, though. Can they make a comeback? Probably not. And it's Melbourne, Collingwood, and Melbourne having a poor season. Lose again by 42 points, and Collingwood are 7th on the ladder. W. Matthew, thank you for the $7.99 extra KT. Very much appreciated. Round 14 to St Kilda games. That's going to be interesting. Let's get into round 14 now, really quickly. You're hoping Eagles John got a membership. Maybe you do another 10 to see if he gets one. Round 14. Can we get North into the 8? I mean, you can try. I mean, you could try that, potentially. I think it's a bit too difficult, though, from this point onwards, because you've got to get everyone on board. That's the problem. Responses. Matthew is him. Matthew is him. Exactly right. Alrighty, we're up to round number 14 now, and we've got St Kilda and the Western Bulldogs. The first game, I think this is going to be a really hard one for the viewers to predict. The Saints are 8th, the Bulldogs are 9th. Let's have a look at what the live responses are at the moment. For some fucking reason, some guy just... Oh, there we go. Wispy says, Hawks beat Dogs if you didn't say anything. Potentially, actually, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Choose for the 2. Saints and Bulldogs. Bulldogs... Not off to a good... Saints not off to a good start here. The first quarter, it looks like similar to last year. The Saints get a quick goal, and it's now pretty close now ahead of the second quarter. Look at this. 58-42. Port Lowe in the North, that's so... It's not rigged, though. I can't rig it. It's just what people want to see. Look how close this game is. Holy crap. Saints and Dogs. We've got a draw heading into half-time. St Kilda and the Bulldogs. It's the Bulldogs now leading 28-26. Let's just print those are the scores. 29-27 now. The Dogs up by 2. Now they're only up by 1. Now it's a draw. Later, Troy. I will do it on the stream later. Bulldogs now leader by 2. So 60 in. I'll put the link in again. We've got 40 seconds to vote. Obviously not just for this game, but if you want to vote for this game, you'll see it right here. Every game you vote for. It looks like the Bulldogs might get across with this one. They're up by 3 votes, but the Saints get one back. It's now, it's a difference of 4. It's a difference of 5. I think the Bulldogs might run away with it here, unless Saints get a comeback. Everyone vote St Kilda. Vote St Kilda. 5 of the difference. 11 seconds. Can the Saints get a late one? They get a late goal. They're down by 5. I think the Bulldogs will hang on to this one. I'm going to say they win by, honestly, by less than a goal. They probably won that game by like 5 points. That's a big game for the Bulldogs. They move into the 8. Look at that. Bulldogs ahead of St Kilda. Hawthorn play Adelaide. Hawthorn beat Adelaide by 50 points at home, just about. Let's say 43 in Tassie. Brisbane GWS. Brisbane win. Get rid of the spammers. 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 Essendon Geelong. We all know Essendon won't get votes, and they don't get votes. Fucking no one likes Essendon, but they don't lose by as much as they normally do. 36 points. It's a bit better. North and Freo. This will be a home game for Freo, technically, in Perth. So yeah, Freo win that. That's not a surprise. I feel like North have done okay in this. They're doing okay. 4 wins, 13th position. Port and Melbourne. Port have had a bad season, but they still have had a better season than Melbourne, and they finally got a win. Move to 13th. West Coast and Carlton. And, okay. I was going to say if Carlton didn't win that. Carlton just going to continue getting the wins. It's as simple as that. They've got an easy fixture as well. So they're just going to continue the wins. Move to 12th. Is it possible? Is it possible? I don't know if it's possible, but we'll see. We will see. Remember, if there are any mods, just control the spam. It would be nice. It would be nice as we move to round 15. Video idea, what AFL stadium has the cheapest hot dog and pie? That's a good idea. I think that's a good idea, actually. I can film at every stadium because I'm trying to go to every stadium. So, yeah, good idea, mate, Logan. But, like, just, like, maybe to see what stadiums have the cheapest footy food or the best. Maybe the best and cheapest, potentially. Like, I'm sure people would want to know. It's literally like a review. That's another good video idea that I can get done that shouldn't take me too long to, it shouldn't be too difficult to film if I'm at the games. So, round number 15. Still with the bye rounds. Responses. When we get to finals, I think it's going to get pretty big in terms of, like, the viewers should boost up a little bit more. Who was Richmond's only win against? I believe it was West Coast at the G. Can Essendon get anything? Like, they're going to get another live voted game, but Essendon have had one of the worst seasons they could have ever hoped for. Currently sitting 16th, 2-11. As Peter V. Bobblehead Blue becomes a member, we got once another one, rookie member. This is very, very good to see, actually. Thank you very much. This is very good to see ahead of the Christmas Eve live stream. Optus has good seats. Freo 73, Essendon 26. Surely Geelong wins his shotgun. Yeah, maybe. Just a good YouTube short. Well, a good YouTube short would be like trying to go to the worst AFL seat in every ground or something like that. Like go to 4 or 5 grounds and just sit in the worst seat. Not actually for the game, but just to see what it looks like. Are you going to go to Hands Oval and Bonbury? Maybe. Maybe. How many members do you have in total now? Like 150. We lost a bunch because people got gifted members and they just didn't renew their membership. So we want to try and get... That's why we're trying to push them ahead of the next 5 days. That's why I'm doing a few more streams. I'll definitely stream, I reckon, on Sunday. But I don't know what. Maybe a Kahoot, maybe something Christmas related, maybe another AFL prediction stream. I'm not sure. Thank you, eBag, for the 5 months. Will the Christmas live stream be for everyone? Yeah, it'll be public. It'll be public. Alrighty. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. And we have Fremantle winning that game again. So Essendon have lost literally, I'm going to go through the fixture at the end of the video. They've lost every game by like fucking 50 points. It's like not even a surprise. Geelong and Brisbane. And Geelong at home, that's probably fair. They do win. And they win by like 26, I would say. So Brisbane get their second loss. And Geelong move to first at 14-1. Carlton, North Melbourne. Carlton just needed to win that to keep their season alive. They win in the thriller by 6 points. Harry Mackay goal with a minute to go. 88-82. Port v Sydney. And another thriller, but Sydney sees themselves winning in another one at the Adelaide Oval by 6 points. Let's just say Rowbottom kicks a goal from a free kick. It's a draw. It's a draw. Actually, wait. That should say Collingwood St Kilda. Collingwood St Kilda is a draw. Collingwood St Kilda is a draw at Docklands. Wow, second draw of the season. Giants and Gold Coast, and Giants win. Gold Coast season slipping away big time now. They're now 10th. Bulldogs, Richmond, and that's a big win for the Bulldogs. So they move to probably inside somewhere in the top 8, 7th position. St Kilda are eyeing down on that top 8 spot. That's going to be interesting. We don't beat Port at the Adelaide versus AL. Blaze is a mod, and round 16, Blake's in the chat. It's been a good stream for members, though. 20 members, and only half of them were gifted. The rest were actually legitimate memberships. All right, let's do duplicate round 16. So the Bulldogs, 7th, Collingwood 8th, Saints 9th. Saints are a real chance of the 8 here. This would be a really tight finals race. The finals race isn't really as tight as I thought, though, because I don't feel like Carlton and Adelaide have a chance, unless something drastic happens. Round number 16 now. And we'll go responses, settings. So limit to 1 per response. And restricted anyone with a link. Fair enough, ATG. Okie dokes. Round 16. I think this is round 16. It is round 16. We've got Collingwood West Coast. I feel like Collingwood definitely win that. Richmond, Adelaide. Adelaide will win that. Gold Coast, Melbourne. Gold Coast would probably win that. So I think the teams that need wins will get the wins that they require, is my guess. Collingwood and West Coast. So we're live voting for this one, even though this isn't actually the Friday night game, because it's the first game without confirmed time. Anonymous games, you're just being an idiot now. I'm going to hide you, actually. Love chat with Cardi. Cheers. Yeah, good that you're enjoying it. I'm not going to give away mods right now, mate. Yeah, Anonymous Gamer's gone. Go fuck yourself, mate. I'm not even going to take the piss. Blake's a mod, so he should try and help out a little bit. 211 in the chat. Let's try and get to 200 likes as well. This has been... let's just move to like 120. Collingwood West Coast, 61 responses. The Pies, with a big win. Let's be real. West Coast, 11 votes, but ultimately, Collingwood aren't losing this game. They're not losing at home. Have you made your fantasy team yet? No, I won't make my fantasy team till like from March, I reckon. I could do Super Coach as well. I will do a members fantasy league and maybe a public fantasy league as well. I'm not from Corio, wherever it's Corio. I think it's Corio, actually. How do you respond? Links in the chat. Just finished work. Much else says, where do you think Freo will finish next year? Well, I think they should finish in the top 8, but at the moment they're third in this prediction, so it's whether they shit the bed at the moment or whether they finish well. I'm not sure. 16. Round 16. 20 seconds to go. You can't buy a new membership. Try it on yeah, your membership's gone. Try on your laptop. We'll get another membership if you do. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attila, this isn't an airport. You don't need to announce your departure. If you want to go, you can go. And Collingwood get a big win over West Coast. Unsurprisingly, let's just say they win by 60 points at Marvel Stadium. Richmond Adelaide. And it is, it is Richmond that couldn't get the win there at the MCG. Adelaide by 34 points. Gold Coast and Melbourne. Gold Coast get a big win by, let's say, 40 at home. They just stay in touch with the 8. They do stay in touch with the 8. Hopefully, Cater, they'd be cool. Sydney and the Western Bulldogs. And Sydney win that game by quite a lot, actually. They win that game by 40 at the SCG. The Swans didn't do... they didn't start well, but look, they've won 11 of the last 12 games to move into the top 3. Hawthorn Bulldog, or Hawthorn North Melbourne. Hawthorn. Easy win at Tassie. Port Adelaide and Carlton. And it is Carlton the win by a point. Against all odds, away from home. Carlton's season still alive. And they win by 1 point. And they move to 11th. Carlton's season is still alive. What a close game that is. And Freo and St Kilda and Fremantle, let's say, win by 4 goals, I would say. St Kilda need to get a win next up. Bulldogs will smash the Swans. Well, they did it last year, or this year. Technically, it's still this year, even though it's feels like last year, really. Alrighty, round 17. I was in the CBD last night with my brother, and these two random drunk strangers asked if we wanted to give them a lift a couple kilometers away, and they said they were going to pay heaps. What would you do? I would say no, because I wouldn't trust freaking strangers, mate. Even if you're with other people. Like, if a random person went up to me and was just like, hey, can I have a lift in your car? And I don't know him, I'm like, probably fucking not, mate. Like, that's kind of weird. Like, don't get into strangers' cars. Sarah says, hi, me and my brother joined our mum's account. We wanted to donate. Oh, thank you very much. That's very generous of you, Sarah, or whatever your actual name is. If that's on your mum's account. Thank you very much. Hopefully going well. All right, round 17. Sounding a little bit like Andrew Dillon here with the Brownlow. Which I will say that is a very fun idea that I'm going to probably do. Chat predicts the Brownlow medal after the season finishes. Geelong Richmond. I think it's pretty obvious who the viewers are going to predict for this one. I'm not going to lie. I have a feeling it's probably not going to be Richmond. Yeah, give that like. Give that comment a like, that dono. W's for Sarah. Big W's. Cats and Richmond opposites. I think we could get an 100-point win. If Geelong win this game by more than 90% of the votes, they win this game by wrong link. Right link, isn't it? Get Jackson in the chat. Hopefully he joins on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. Can Geelong get... If they get to over 90% of the votes, they win the game by 100 points. It's as simple as that. St Kilda Hawthorn is the next game. I don't believe that viewers are going to want St Kilda to win that. Could be going day 2. I'm not 100% sure yet now, which sort of sucks. But if I could still probably go for a couple of sessions, but I think I might be working for the first session. That's all right though. I'm not going to make a vlog or anything. I'm just going for fun. Might do a bit of TikTok content. Birthday in 3 days. Nice. Richmond definitely lose this, but holy Geelong Glaze are not going 15-1. I will agree with that. They're not going 15-1. But when you think about it, they're all games they can win, though. The ones that have been predicted to win. But there's going to be one or two that they won't. So Geelong Glaze, look, they're currently first. Brisbane second. Hawthorn third. Freo fourth. As we head to the end of the round. End of the timer. Geelong win that game. Let's just say they win by like 89. I mean, realistically, that could happen. 91 points with how Richmond are supposed to do, how badly. St Kilda Hawthorn. St Kilda only lose that game by like 10, but Hawthorn win at Docklands. Probably fair, but Jesus Saints will win soon. North Bulldogs. Bulldogs win that game by 36 points. Sam Darcy kicks another bag, I'm going to say. Essendon v Gold Coast. Gold Coast do another Mac Andrew after the siren. Wow, okay, another Mac Andrew happens, and the Bombers fans are going to be in disarray. They just can't get a win with such a shit season. They can't even beat Gold Coast at home. Carlton, Collingwood, and Carlton beat Collingwood. They are continuing to make a massive surge into the top 8 after such a poor start, win in a thriller, and move to 10th place, with Collingwood having a struggle patch in the 7th position. Sydney do beat Freo by 26. Brisbane massively smashed Port Adelaide. Let's just say they win that by like 51. And then Adelaide also beat Melbourne by a lot. Let's say they win by like whatever that is. I don't know what I predicted there. And then West Coast v GWS. Yeah, West Coast win. GWS win that. By 43 points. So it is now round 18, and the ladder is Geelong first, Brisbane second, Hawthorn third, Sydney fourth, Freo fifth, GWS sixth, Bulldogs seventh, Collingwood 8. Gold Coast, Carlton, Adelaide, and Skilda are all sides that could make it. I don't think any teams from any of those positions below have a chance. We have 7 more rounds to go here, and then we'll be doing finals as well. So good to see all of you guys in the chat. If you guys haven't liked the stream, like it already. And also quickly as well, before we move on to anything else, let me just find the link. Just quickly whilst we move on. Okay, here. I want you guys to studio mode, reacting to videos. So right here, we've got favorite Cardman videos of 2024, and I want responses for my end of year video. We've got 61 already. Looks like a lot of people liking the Gather End vlog, even though I didn't do an actual Gather End vlog. That's like going to all games. But feel free to submit. There's another one as well to do for streams as well. So I'm actually going to put that one in the stream chat as well. So let me just put that in, and then we'll get straight into the 18th game, round 18, I should say. I think this is this one. Favorite Cardman 22 streams. So this is like the best streams of the channel. And for example, you could have the draft stream that I did, the punishment stream, All Australian, Collingwood North Live, just some examples. So I'm going to put that in also. Copy. And this is for my end of year video, by the way. So this will be very helpful because I'm going to do that soon. Fill the pinned link for my end of year video. You don't have to do it now, but just if we can get as many people to do that as well, that'd be great. So I just pinned that one again. But that is all for that. For now, we'll head now straight to round number 18 for the stream. All right, round 18. Let's get into it. What are favorite moments? Well, we're doing favorite moments later. We'll do favorite moments at another time. The Mitch Robbo stream, but that didn't happen this year. There was no Mitch Robinson stream. 2024, remember? And that wasn't a great moment. That was a shit moment, honestly. Why put an N-word? Well, I didn't put an N-word. Someone else would have done it because they're silly. I don't do it though. Every time that happens, it always happens. You can't stop it from happening. So round 18 now. The first game we have, I'm not sure what the first, GWS v Geelong, I think. I'm not sure though. It might be. Giants win, even though I hate to say it. I mean, the Geelong glaze needs to fucking stop, to be honest. This is away from home for Geelong. GWS, I think, probably get a win. Well, it's stupid and racist. Essendon 2 wins is crazy. Well, it wasn't me that made it happen. Although in saying that, I don't think they're going to... They won't win 2, but they're not going to have a very good season, I wouldn't think. So who do Essendon have this round? Saints have Sydney. Wow, that could be a Saints win maybe. Okay, well Essendon should beat Richmond then. Close here between the Giants and the Cats. You should be going Gades on Monday. I will see you there then. I've got coins, so I can give you coins if you want. Well, Carlton, I think, have won like 5 games in a row. Carlton being outside the 8 by now is in business. No, but they were 3-8. Skipper, they were fucking 3-8, Carlton. I think they're now 8-8. So it's not abysmal. It is like, yeah, maybe they should be in the 8 by now. They're definitely expected, but still. Welcome, Ryder. Hensha, you should head to the Renegades game on Monday. My hated player is either Braden Maynard. Imagine Carlton going all the way. I mean, they won last year. I just couldn't see it happening here. I still don't think they'll make the 8. I think the 8's probably set almost. St Kilda need to get a win here. They definitely need to beat Sydney. Carlton on the move. Who do I go from the BB? I'll go for Renegades. I've got a Melbourne Renegades vlog coming out tomorrow. If you're a member or on my second channel. So if you want a link to the second channel, just put in the stream down below if you want the link and I'll put it in. Because I have weekly podcasts on that channel as well, and I do Fortnite streams and some other random shit when I feel like it. Alright, so that's it. Giants GWS, and it's the Giants that win that game by 21. And that's the second loss for Geelong. It was eventually going to happen. The Western Bulldogs at Mars get a comfortable win over Adelaide. A comfortable win. Let's just say they win by 40, which is not good for Adelaide's sake. Now, St Kilda, Sydney. St Kilda! St Kilda get a win. I think the chat wanted St Kilda for a bit of a difference. They get a win against Sydney here. A big upset victory, and they stay in contention in 2025. Carlton and Brisbane. Carlton lose against Brisbane. Brisbane in a thriller, and that's going to be heartbreaking for the Blues fans. But the Lions just too good. Zach Bailey after the siren. Eat your heart out. Melbourne North. And it is Melbourne that do get the win there, but only by 12. Pretty unconvincing. Having an unconvincing season. Richmond, Essendon. Essendon get another win, but their only wins have been against Richmond. They haven't been massive. Gold Coast, Collingwood. And Gold Coast, I believe they will win this game. I think they do play quite well against the Pies at Metricon, or whatever you want to call the ground. And they're now in the top 8, the Suns. So there's still a chance at doing some damage. And Port Adelaide, I think their season's just about done, but they get a free win over West Coast. They move to 13th. And then Freo Hawthorn. It is Hawthorn by... Oh, no, sorry. It's Fremantle by 40 points against the Hawks. Wow. Freo overtake the Hawks here ahead of round number 19 with Geelong and St Kilda the first game for the next round. That I don't think the Saints are going to get any chance of winning. When are all the tickets going to be on sale? I'm not sure for what game you're talking about. All right, see you, Kobe. So round 19 now. Let's go and find that and put the link in. Very, very, very close. I think this is going to end up being. It's always good fun. I enjoy these streams. I'm definitely going to have this as a yearly thing, and I might do a few more. So let me know what other things you'd like to see stream-wise, because I want to be different, but I want to get the chat involved. So what could be some other things? Like, could I do, I don't know, like viewers predict. Like I'm going to do a viewer Brownlow count. That's what I'm going to do. But I just need to get a lot of people in chat, because if I don't get many people and no responses, then it's not going to be good. So 200's a pretty decent amount. But if I do more, I would like to get in the footy season even some more people in. So let's do round 19. I think there should be work in publish and all that. Geelong St Kilda is the first game at GMHBA. I don't think I'm expecting the Saints to win this. But hey, if you want to go a bit different and say the Saints in an upset, I wouldn't hate it. So... Well, that's another video idea. I might get the viewers to, like, subscribers control my AFL game. So, like, they can pick what game I go to. This is a ladder prediction, though, AFL Legend, though. Kind of. But, like, Or I could like put in a ladder. I don't know. I can figure something out. But I wanted to get like the subscribers to like. I go on Instagram. All right, for this week, you pick a game. Fuck, if it's in Darwin, I go to Darwin. How do I get to the game? Where do I sit? What food do I eat? Who do I support? All that sort of shit. I reckon it could make for a fun video. You know, go to bloody Darwin or some shit. I don't know. Geelong, St Kilda. Cripps will get 3 votes for high-fiving a kid. Do our viewers choose the All-Australian team? Yeah, I mean, that's not... I mean, it won't take very long, but it could work. A viewer's Brownlow is going to be hard. I need someone to probably help with that. I definitely would, because I want to get the graphics and all that working. No, I'm not going to America next year. It's not a weekly... Sorry, it's not a yearly thing going to America. G'day, Bane. What's up? However, it looks like the Saints could actually win this. Guys, vote St Kilda. The Saints are a chance to beat the Cats of the Cattery. It would be a massive upset to give the Saints a chance. Hurry up, this is slow. Well, have you submitted yourself? Because you haven't submitted, then you can't be complaining. Speed it up. Maybe a minute 30 I could do for the next few then if you want. Essendon, GWS, Carlton, Melbourne, Collingwood, Freo, Sydney v Melbourne. Just going through quickly what games we have. Brisbane Bulldogs, Hawthorn, Port, Adelaide, Gold Coast, West Coast, Richmond. So West Coast and Richmond could both get a win, possibly. Or one of them will get a win, not both. This is actually interesting though. The Saints are only like... Oh my God, St Kilda. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Fuck, we're not going to get a win. We were so close. 4 seconds. Oh my God, 2 seconds. That's it. The Cats win by 3 points. Wow. Close. Essendon, GWS, and the Giants win by 35. Continuing a terrible season for the Giants. Carlton and Melbourne, and it is Carlton that continue a good run of form. I think they could honestly be in the finals soon. They moved to 10th. Collingwood and Freo, and it is Collingwood that win at the MCG by 11. Henchy should be at this game, probably doing a vlog. And the Dockers third, still Pies moving to the 8th. Sydney, North Melbourne at the SCG. And unsurprisingly, you're not going to see the Kangaroos win that one. Brisbane, the Bulldogs. Brisbane, it's just too hard to beat them at the Gabba. It is just too hard to beat them at the Gabba. Hawthorn, Port and Tassie. Hawthorn win that as well. Give it 29 points. Adelaide, Gold Coast at the Adelaide Oval. And Adelaide easy. Easy at home. They still stay in contention here. They move to 11th with West Coast, Richmond, the final game. It doesn't really matter. West Coast do win that game. And by quite a lot, actually. It's the home team. And they get their third win of the season. Still, the bottom two is West Coast and Richmond. The top 8, we have Brisbane, Geelong, Hawthorn, Sydney, Freo, GWS, Western Bulldogs, Collingwood. With Gold Coast... Sorry. Gold Coast, Carlton, Adelaide and Saints. Probably the only realistic teams left in it, with Port just having a shit year. I don't know what's up with them. How do we vote? I put the links in for every game. So now we're moving on to round number 20. So there's only 5 more games until we do finals. And then we'll do finals. So hopefully when the finals happen, that can boost a little bit more engagement. I love how everyone overrates the Premier every year. I mean, that's fair. Someone's trying to FaceTime me. I don't even know who they are. They can go and get fucked. They can realistically go get fucked. I'm not going to answer them. Alright, what we'll do then, if you want to make it a little bit quicker, we'll have it 1 minute 30. We'll have it 1 minute 30, just so it's slightly quicker, still not like too much. 13th having 5 wins after 18 games is ridiculous. It is. It's not going to happen, but like people can say it if they want to. It's funny. I mean, I wouldn't say people have trolled too much in this, actually. It's not. It's actually kind of a realistic top 8. This is a very realistic top 8. Like, I could see this top 8 happening. I could easily see it happening. You got Freo, Collingwood, like they'd be the only two sides to bounce back in. I feel like you'd probably have a bit more of a variation, but I think that's like a seriously realistic top 8, and honestly ladder, apart from like a couple crappy predictions. So the viewers' live game is Giants Sydney. I'll put the link in again. Keep on voting. Keep on voting. Keep on voting. There's a 3.5 win difference between... Yeah, I know. So there's like a race between 12th. For the 8th spot, it's between... Honestly, like... I think the Giants are locked in. Bulldogs, Collingwood. It's probably going to get close because the viewers want it to get close later. First game here, it looks like GWS are going to win it. And that'll almost lock him in a top 8 spot. I feel like 14 wins gets you a top 8. So GWS in the Battle of the Bridge looks like they win this game by, I'd probably say, almost 5 goals. You think the Giants are the odd one out? I wouldn't put it past the Giants make the 8 again. They could easily finish top 4. They've got the potential. They have the talent. Giants win by 33 points. North Melbourne, Geelong. Geelong would win that, and they do win that. I'm going to say they win that at Docklands by 40 points. Saints, Melbourne, and St Kilda win by an astonishing amount. Melbourne have just capitulated. Gone Petrarca out, and it's just a party day for the Saints. They move up the ladder with a big 128-60 win, and the Bulldogs and the Bombers, it's just unfortunate that you're a Bomber supporter here because they're just not going to get any wins. I mean, they're trying their hardest, but they just can't do it. The Bulldogs win that. Stay in 7th. Richmond, Collingwood, they'll get a free win, the Pies. Let's go an even 60 points. Next game, we have Hawthorn v Carlton. And it is Hawthorn that win. Unfortunately, Blues fans, Hawthorn are just the better side. 23 points with the Q Clash. Gold Coast almost win that. They get close in that Q Clash. Lions by 16. And Adelaide, they're just the favourite side. The favourite side here. They go up and win again. Port having a terrible season, though, as you can see. 33 points. They move to 9th, the Crows. They just still haven't been able to sneak into the 8. Last game's Freo and West Coast and another derby. And we all know who's winning that game. Freo by 40, 50 points. And that is the top 8 after round 21 or to round 20. It hasn't really changed, though. But it's Brisbane, Geelong, Hawthorn, Freo. Adelaide are closing in on a top 8 berth, potentially. St Kilda, they just need to keep on winning here. Carlton as well. Collingwood, Bulldogs. I just feel like Bulldogs, one more win might be enough. We'll see what happens. They might choke the bed, though. We'll get to round 21. Look how bad the Suns' percentage is. Yeah, true. Percentage is a big thing. Saints have a pretty good one. Actually, looking at that, the worst percentage of the teams in the 8 are probably the Bulldogs. Port 5 and 14. I want to see that. It's obviously not happening. I mean, it could realistically happen, but no, Houston departing the club will not be as major of an impact as that, as what a 5 and 14 start would be. I can't see that at all, to be honest. So, copy link. Round 21. Round number 21. The first game is Geelong and Port Adelaide at GMHBA. So it just looks like it's definitely not going to be a Port Adelaide win, given how badly they performed this season. They might as well just give up. Geelong second. Brisbane first with a 17-2 record. Hawthorn, Freo, Sydney, GWS, Bulldogs and Collingwood. Geelong, yeah, look at that. They're cooking. They're cooking something big here. They could win by 100 points. They currently have just started the game with 9 goals to 1 in the first quarter. Holy shit. Port beat them there last year. Look how big the votes are. I mean, if this is realistic, Ken Hinkley's gone. This is his last year. Brisbane will win the flag for the next 5. It's not obviously not confirmed. I don't think so. Who do Saints play? Because St Kilda probably need to get a win. They have North, so that should be a win. That'll probably put them into... Oh, they won't be in the 8 yet, but having North should be pretty good. They'll get a win there. I'm confident the viewers aren't going to screw me over. If Carlton lose the game this round, I'll chop my dick off. Fuck me. Who are they playing? Are they playing Richmond? Who are Carlton playing this round? I can't actually see. I'll figure out at the end. Gold Coast Suns make the 8s as flag Suns. Well, where are they in this? They're 10th, but they've got a bad percentage, so they probably need to beat at least three teams in the last 4 games. With 4 games to go. So, Carlton realistically win this game from this position. Well, Geelong win this game by 10 goals. So, Port Adelaide, I don't know what's gone up with them, but they've just had a shocker, an absolute shocker. St Kilda, North Melbourne, Saints get a handy win. Let's say they win by 50 points. So they're also in real contention. They've got a healthy percentage, which is pretty solid and important. Irrelevant Melbourne West Coast game. It is Melbourne by 27 at the MCG or at Docklands. A weird ground for this game. Bulldogs GWS. The Western Bulldogs. That's a very important win for them as well. I think they could almost say confirmed final spot, potentially. 13 wins should get you in the finals. So I don't know how close this is going to be. And Collingwood beat Brisbane as well in a thriller. Look at the gap. This is the gap right here. Gold Coast are beating... Yeah, so I think the Saints are just going to need a miracle to happen at this rate because I just think the gap's too great. Gold Coast, Richmond. All right, Gold Coast win this game easily by 62. They gain some percentage. They move to 9th. They could still maybe make it. Adelaide would probably need to win this game as well. Sydney to obliterate them. 64 points. And then Adelaide Hawthorn. Adelaide win. Adelaide end up winning that game by 7 points. And they're also a chance at the 8 here. They're also a chance at the 8. All right, is this the last game? Oh, last game, Freo Carlton, I should say, and Fremantle win. I would make the argument that that's it for Carlton. I would make the argument that their runs come too late. They're 9-11. They're done. So it's between St Kilda, Gold Coast, and Adelaide. Collingwood and Bulldogs in the box seat. I think they're the only 2 teams that can slip out from this point onwards, but you never know. You never know. G'day, Andy. They have dropped down massively. And that's the big surprise, I think, this whole video or stream. If I'm going big surprises, I would probably have to say Port Adelaide, maybe Freo 3rd as well is a big surprise. Geelong as well to be 16-2 is also kind of a big surprise in a way as well, because I don't think they're going to be that good. They'll be good, but that good is a surprise. G'day, Jesse. Yeah, Skipper, mate. I don't know why he said that, because it's just now people are telling you to cut your dick off, and you're like, oh, it's a bit fucking weird. Jesus, yeah. Skipper, mate, just don't say things like that, because then you're gonna get that sort of shit in the chat. Chop the dick off. Everyone's saying chop the dick off in the stream. Yeah, because he's gonna actually do that. I'm sure he will. Yeah, he's just a live stream right now doing that. Round number 22. If we get 5 more members on this stream, that'd be terrific. That'd be terrific. Responses were at 0. 3 more rounds. I mean, who do the Bulldogs play and who do Collingwood play? Hawthorn play Collingwood. I think Hawthorn win that. And then Saints play Richmond. So we're going to one-up them. Gold Coast, Carlton, and Adelaide. For some reason, I can't see Adelaide. It's actually going to be close because I think, oh my God. Geelong Essendon. This could be the biggest win of them all. Can you come into Inverloch for a goal kicking game? It'd be heaps of fun. That'd be fun, but I wouldn't do my own goal kicking. I'd do one for you if you want. I don't know where that is though at all. Inverloch. How are Freo 3rd? They're good. They're going to be good at Optus. They have bloody Shy Bolton. They should from this point onwards be top 4, but they could still lose their last 2 and finish outside of it. They'll definitely finish top 8. How do you get on the sheet? I'll put the link in. Just click on the link and vote. Geelong are not going 19-2. Well, this is about as good as a season as you can have, really. This is like 2008 levels are good. 2007, 2011. $30 is Gippsland. Yeah, I don't think Gippsland's are probably going to happen if I'm going to be traveling for that. I mean, it would be fun. Honestly, Andy, if you are doing more of the former footy grounds, I don't know where you next do it though, but I wouldn't mind going because I saw you went with Chappie. Gee, Adelaide on the right. Yeah, Adelaide could still make it. I reckon it'd be fun to just go through a few former footy grounds one day. But it's not my content, so I'm not going to just steal it. So Geelong win by like a massive amount. I'm going to say like 95. Like Essendon can go. Like this is actually bad how bad their percentage is. 67. So GWS will win this. North Melbourne, pretty disappointing season really when you think about it. 4 wins. Like would North... I don't think North would take that. Carlton smashed Gold Coast. That's bad for Gold Coast. I think they're probably done as well. Richmond, St Kilda. St Kilda win by 43 points at the MCG. They just have a chance. They just need Collingwood to lose. Collingwood need to lose the next game they play. Melbourne Bulldogs and Bulldogs win. I think the Bulldogs are safe to be playing finals in 2025 here. They're going to probably finish 7th. I don't think there'll be too much of a shake-up in the top 4 either. Hawthorn and Collingwood, and Hawthorn win. So I was expecting a Hawthorn win. They do get the win, which means it's going to be a big race for the top 8 spot. Hawthorn are not... Well, Hawthorn might be top 4 lock. Collingwood are not top 8 lock. Collingwood are not locked in yet. Brisbane, Sydney. Brisbane get a big win at the Gabba. Sydney dropped to 6th. Port Freo. And Freo, even away from home, they're getting the wins here. So far out. I mean, Port Adelaide is still on 5-16. West Coast Adelaide. And Adelaide will win that game by 40 away. So Adelaide are still a chance at the 8 here. Adelaide move into 9th. They are so close. It's between Collingwood, Adelaide and St Kilda to make the finals. I think Gold Coast are probably done with their percentage. Mathematically, yes, maybe, but I think they're probably done. Now, North Richmond are next, so it means that the Saints aren't going to be playing an easy team unless we have West Coast again. I would have thought Collingwood would have been a lot higher in the ladder, but clearly not. Essendon plays St Kilda. That's good. That is really good. We should get a win there. It's just whether or not Collingwood have a hard team. But you could always just vote against Collingwood. Why are the top 8 percentages so high? Because they're in the top 8. And when they get majority of the vote, I'm just based off like the margin. So it's not that accurate. All right, round 23. The scores are the scores are pretty much based on percentages. They're not like truly accurate, but what else am I going to base the scores off? You can't predict the margin in this. It'd be cool if you could, but it's just too much work for you guys as well. It'd be too much. Alrighty. Round 23. I have no idea who Collingwood are playing against at all. I know the first game's North Melbourne v Richmond. And I really don't know who's going to get the win here. I think North should get the win, though. You would think North get the win. Because they're only 4 wins. They honestly could push to 14th here, even though they've only won 5. So that's pretty surprising. They actually could finish higher than Port Adelaide. They could finish higher than Port. Saints can't make finals. Saints have Essendon, mate. I think they can make finals, mate. I just will see whether or not Collingwood get the vote. So it depends on whether or not, I don't know who Collingwood play. They play Adelaide. But Adelaide need a win, remember, and I think the votes might be going towards Adelaide, because if they want Adelaide to win to make it close, then I think Adelaide could actually get it. And then I don't know round 24. I don't know the games there. Kangas actually picked up some plays, and they could have realistically finished with around 6 to 7. They should definitely be aiming for more than 5 wins here. Like they could honestly finish 14th in this ladder, but I think for only 4 wins, it's not great. And if you look at the wins they've had, they've been all against shit teams. They can't get a... Oh, they're saying it to Skipper. They're saying it to Skipper. But it's not really funny anymore. They probably should stop. The loser of Adelaide Collingwood will miss out, says Buggy. Well, St Kilda have Essendon. Saints have Essendon. So looks like Richmond are just going to get absolutely smashed by North here in Tassie. North's biggest win's going to come up right now. So North have their biggest win of the season by 71. Essendon play St Kilda. St Kilda win by 4 goals. It doesn't matter how much the Saints win by as long as they win. So they move to 8 now. Western Bulldogs, West Coast. Bulldogs win by 55 points. I don't think West Coast is going to pick up another win for the rest of the year. Carlton, Port. I mean, Carlton, they win, and they win by a lot. Port Adelaide are seriously getting absolutely analled here. They're finishing on 5 wins, potentially. They could finish below North Melbourne. They would be, Cam. The vlogs would be great. Hawthorn, Melbourne. So Hawthorn win that game by a lot. And I think Melbourne will definitely have a poor season, but losing by 10 goals against Hawthorn's quite bad, isn't it? Gold Coast can't beat the Giants. That's their season done. They tried hard, but they're going to probably finish 12th. So once again, they just can't finish high. Sydney Geelong. Sydney win. All right. Finally, the Cats don't win every game. They win by, let's say, 29. Move to 6. So the Giants could still make top 4. This is the big game. Adelaide Collingwood. This is the big game. Adelaide Collingwood. Adelaide massive win. The viewers wanted Adelaide to win. At home, they win by 38. Collingwood now have to win their next game. Adelaide are in the 8. I actually think if Adelaide win their next game, they make the finals. If Collingwood... Holy shit, it's close. Holy shit, it's close. Fremantle, Brisbane. If Freo win this, they finish top 4. And they do win. They win by 2 goals, and the Dockers are finishing top 4. So the top 4 is locked. GWS St Kilda is the last game. If you vote Saints, they're a chance to go make the 8. This is going to be a massive, massive round 24. Come on, St Kilda. Come on, St Kilda. Big last round here. Freo going to make top 4. They could make second actual... No, they can't. I think that actual... They could finish 4th potentially. It sort of doesn't matter. Crows have North in round 24 apparently. Shit. Really? Well, you never know. They could lose that. They could lose that. Qualifying 1 Freo Lions, so it's 3 wins. Yeah, so we'll do the finals as well after this real quick, but let's do this one. So qualifying, well not qualifying, sorry, publish last round, round number 24. Who is making it to the finals? We have 3 teams a chance, Collingwood, Adelaide, and St Kilda. I didn't even realise you were live. Yeah, I kind of didn't schedule this as... I scheduled it later, but it's still doing quite well, the stream, so, it's all that matters. All right. Round 24. I'm putting the link in. Let's have a look. We'll get the live voting. So St Kilda need to win this game to have a chance against GWS away. They have to win to play finals. The Saints have to win to play finals. If they lose this game, they're done. And because it's the live game, I'm going to have to watch this to hope the Saints make it. So the Saints are currently trailing at quarter time. The Saints are making a jolt here. The Saints are now just behind the Giants. They've got 27-32. The Saints need to win this game. Otherwise, they're done. 30-39. It's approaching halftime here. The Giants probably do win this. But remember, the Saints need to win this for finals. It's halftime. The Giants lead it by a couple of goals. Can the Saints make a comeback in the last quarter? I'll put the link in again. Vote St Kilda. Vote the Saints. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's an 8-9 vote difference. Shit. It looks like we're not making finals in the last round. People are technically being realistic here. Last quarter needs a big quarter for the Saints. 40-50. The votes are drying up. And unfortunately, that might be it for St Kilda. Which means Adelaide could honestly make finals somehow. Which I don't think they will, but they could make finals. Somehow, they've just snuck into the 8. No, I didn't watch the BBL, but I assume the Stars would have lost. So that's it for St Kilda's season. They lose by 12. They couldn't get the last win. And that's it for them. They've had a decent season, though. I'm not going to lie. North and Adelaide. If Adelaide win this, I believe they're locked into finals, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the screen so you guys don't see it. And we're going to have that as the last game. Okay, next up we have Bulldogs Freo. It is the Bulldogs that win by 9. Can I just move to the next game or not? Bulldogs Freo. Bulldogs by 9. Which means Freo are going to finish 4th, I think. And Bulldogs are going to finish 6th. So Bulldogs are going to get their home final that they wanted. I'm going to add a media source quickly. Let's add the dramatic music that everyone adds in their videos for this part. Got to have a bit of drama. Should have had that ready beforehand. Collingwood v Melbourne. Collingwood win, which means that at the moment, as it stands, they needed to win that against Melbourne, and they do win that. As it stands, the Pies are in the 8. As it stands, the Pies are in the 8. But Adelaide need to beat North Melbourne, and we don't know the result of that game yet. Because the people upstairs are telling me that I have to delay this to fucking get the stakes higher. Richmond Geelong, it's pretty obvious that the Cats win that one, and they win that one by a big amount. I've got to go back down to the bottom and put in that amount. Geelong win by 64. Next up, we have Essendon and Carlton. And we'll restart that. Essendon Carlton, it's an Essendon win. No, it isn't. It's a Carlton win. Obviously, it's a Carlton win. They can't make finals, I remember the Blues. Blues by 48, and they'll be finishing 11th. Brisbane Hawthorn, and it is Brisbane that win at home by 24 points. So the Lions, are they minor premiers? The Lions won't be minor premiers. It's going to be going to Geelong. So the Cats are the minor premiers. Brisbane goes second. Freo back to third. That's actually quite a big margin for them. Sydney could still get a home final here, by the way, if they win their last game, I believe. So it's still pretty interesting to know that. Port Adelaide Gold Coast. Port Adelaide finally get a win. Finally, Port Adelaide get a win. They get a win by 28 points, and they stay 13th with a terrible record of 6-17. It has to be said. And then West Coast Sydney. It looks like Sydney are going to be playing a home final in 6th. win that by a lot. Move to 5th. The Swans move to 5th. They'll be playing either Collingwood or Adelaide in the first final. And now let's have a look to see if it is going to be Collingwood or if it's going to be Adelaide that make it through to the final series. And we have... Oh! It's North! North win by a point! You can't fucking make this shit up. There's no way North do it in the last game. By 1 point. And Collingwood make the finals. Holy shit. What a finish to the season. No way. Adelaide fucked that up in the last game. Again. I thought there'd be no chance North Melbourne. So North Melbourne get what a win for their season. They finished 14th. And we have the ladder. Let me just show you quickly what the ladder is for the for this before we get into finals. So the ladder, put it here. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. Seriously, I thought there would be no chance. But here's the ladder. Geelong finished first with 20 wins, 3 losses. We've got 283 in chat. We're doing finals very soon. Brisbane second, 19-4. Freo finished third, so they are a chance here. Hawthorn, they finished 4th. Sydney finished 5th. GWS finished 6th. Bulldogs finished 7th. Collingwood 8th. Somehow, Adelaide finished 9th. Which is a semi-realistic ladder. I mean, St Kilda had a good season. Like, Essendon, their only wins have come across... Look how shit Essendon's season was. They beat Richmond. They beat Adelaide round 2, and then that was it. Oh, I think they got one more. They got Richmond twice. But they still lost to North Melbourne and West Coast as well. So only 3 wins for them. Port Adelaide had a terrible season. They beat Richmond, Essendon, North, Melbourne. They didn't win a single game against a top 8 side, the Power. What a shit season for them. Freo had a good, strong season as well, as you can see. Winning most games at home. But it's Collingwood that somehow make it. So they're a wild card here. They beat Melbourne to finish off the round. Lost to Adelaide. Probably deserved to make it, though, I feel. So that was actually quite insane. What a finish that was. Now we're going to head into finals, and we're going to have to do a new form for finals. So the first week we have Geelong and Hawthorn will be the first final there. Let's just take a look. So Geelong and Hawthorn is the first final. Let me just... we'll mute that for now. This now needs to be duplicated, so just give me a second. Everyone's taking the piss on the Bombers. Does that annoy you that that's happened, though? Because it's like, it's whatever, really. I would feel. Copy, paste. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Tip Hawthorn. You do the finals by YouTube poll. Yeah. We'll do it again by YouTube poll, but it's going to be, I think, we'll do what we did last time with the finals. So just get the ladder right here. The first game is going to be Geelong and Hawthorn. That's the qualifying final. And then we have Sydney v Collingwood. So that's the next game at the SCG. That would be an elimination final. And then we have GWS v Bulldogs. That would be a good game. And then we have Brisbane Freo. That will also be a pretty solid game as well. So, give me a second to just get everything loading. All right, we're about to get into the finals now. So we have 289 in the chat. This is the Chat Predicts Finals Series, the premieres for 2024. We are about to get right into it, just as I fix that. We'll make a new poll for the finals. So we have the first game's Geelong v Hawthorn. Then we have Sydney v Collingwood. Then we have Geelong v... GWS v Bulldogs. And then we have... the other one. Aussie YouTuber Cardi Goat. Thank you, mate. All right, let's do a new one for finals. So, finals week 1. First game. Oh, the ladder. What happened to the ladder here? Hold up. The ladder does not look good at all. I need it. There. So first game. First qualifying final. Geelong v Hawthorn. So Geelong ended up finishing first. I need to make sure it looks good. Okay, next game. We have the first elimination final. Sydney v Collingwood. You can either go pick if you've got your team in this, that you can pick your team. You can go realistic. You can go troll. You can do whatever. Really, it's whatever the majority of the votes we get for these games. So the next game is the second elimination final between GWS and the Western Bulldogs. That would probably be at, say, NG Stadium. And then the final game is the second qualifying final between Brisbane and Freo. So what do we reckon? You can put them in the chat if you want, if you want to do predictions quickly, but obviously you guys need to actually vote for it to count. So change this to finals week 1, and we have this one sorted for the qualifying finals and the elimination finals. So give me one quick second to adjust all of this. Anyone with a link, 1 response per person. We'll have a 2-minute timer, and we will publish it right now. Published. How many responses do we have? We are waiting for the responses. We got people leaving at the wrong time. We can't vote. What do you mean? Does it not work? Why the fuck would it be the wrong look? Okay, there. We need responses. I think people just clicked out actually to respond. We need responses. All right. 0 response. It should work. 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 It is. All right. It's working. It's working. It's working. All right. We can't leak anything. We can't leak anything. So we're just going to start right fucking now. It is working. Geelong Hawthorn's the first game. Then we have Sydney v Collingwood. Then we have GWS v Bulldogs. Brisbane Freo. So make sure we got to get over 100 responses here. Who do we want to win? I'll put the link in again. Do we want an upset? Freo would be an upset call. Geelong Hawthorn. I feel like Hawthorn could get maybe the votes. Geelong normally get them in a final like that. Sydney v Collingwood. I mean, Collingwood are very capable. I think they could almost be better than Sydney in this season, but Sydney are the better side. They did finish 5th. The Giants and the Western Bulldogs as well. Are they going to be voting from their hearts, or they'll be using facts? It says sign in. Well, that is not good. This needs to be... I'm going to put on loop. Loop, loop, loop. Let's loop this song. Not really a song. It's just music in the background. 50 seconds to go. Come on, come on. Get the votes in. Get the votes in. 90 responses. Hawks are going to get that on the Cats. Come on, the Cats. Freo v Hawks or Cats would be so good. 2016 qualifying final rematch. Yeah, we've seen some good thrillers between Geelong and Hawthorn in the finals. Cats will smash everyone in the granny by 10 goals except Hawthorn, who Cats will still win by 10 to 20, says Fidget. When's the next Kahoot stream? Possibly this week on Sunday. Wizard to kick 7. 15 seconds to go. I can tell you that the first game isn't close, but I don't know who the winner is for the first game, so we're going to have to check that out. All right. Looks like the time is done. Let's take a look at the first game. So, Hawthorn Geelong. We have Geelong. Geelong are through. They win by 20 points. They're into a home qualifying final, a home prelim final, I should say. I think people certainly voted with their heads more than their heart. As you can see right there, Geelong win. Next game. Sydney v Collingwood. And it's Sydney. Sydney are through. They win by 25 points. Goodbye, Collingwood. They're gone. Next game. GWS v the Western Bulldogs. GWS. Again, all right. All the home teams. All the home teams. Can Brisbane win to continue the streak, or will Freo cause a big upset in the last game of the final series? No. It's been... Every game hasn't been close for finals. Wow, okay. So, it is Freo who have to play GWS. So, this is the second week. Hawthorn Sydney in the semis. That's the semi that I would have wanted to see. Well, the prelim I wanted to see last year. But looks like all of the favourites won in the first week. Are we surprised? I think people are definitely voting ahead with that one. We'll duplicate and we'll make a new one. How do I make a new one? Why have I forgotten? Make a copy. Give me a second. I'm trying to make a copy of this. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to do a new one. I guess we just have to do a new one. It doesn't really matter. Start a new one. All right, semi-finals. Semi-finals. We got the 2 games, which means that this should take a lot quicker in theory. So I might make the timer a little bit less. First game, Hawthorn Sydney. I think Hawthorn will win this. If this is at the MCG. Second semi-final. Fremantle v GWS. This would be at Optus Stadium. Alright, make sure this is all working so we don't run into a problem. Responses, 1 per response, publish, copy link, questions. Alright, we're ready for the semi-finals. Vote Sydney and Freo. Swans, what is wrong with you with that comment? Let's get to 100 responses here, guys. 27. 36. 43. The 2 games we have here are Hawthorn Sydney at the MCG and Fremantle GWS at Optus. It'd be Jack Ginnivan at the MCG against... it'd be a big crowd, Hawthorn Sydney. I could see that being 90k plus for sure. And then Fremantle GWS at Optus, that'll also get 60k despite it being against GWS. All the goals saying vote Swans. I think GWS with the more finals experience would win in a close one. I think realistically, it wouldn't be wrong. Freo should probably win a final, though, if they're finishing top 4. I think GWS genuinely, realistically, could win this game. And then Sydney, yes, they're the better team in 2023 or 2024, but I think in 2025, Hawthorn will be a better team than Sydney. We're almost at 100 votes, but we might close in on just the 100. We might not get there. 30 seconds now to vote. If you haven't yet voted, vote now. Or predict. Hawthorn aren't making finals next year. They only made finals this year because they had North Melbourne and Richmond. Well, that doesn't make sense because every team has North and Richmond, mate. Mate, the Giants are still going to be a solid side, though. They'll be replaceable. Like, they did... Obviously, they've lost key players and all that. All right, that is it for the timer. Let's pause it there. 95 responses. The first game. We have... Oh, it's a close one. We have Hawthorn winning by 6 points. They move on. What a game. What a game of footy. Hawthorn win. They play Brisbane in a prelim. And GWS, they lose. Freo smash him by 28 points. The home teams have won. And we've got the prelim finals now. Geelong, Freo, and Brisbane, Hawthorn. Wow, okay, this is going to be good. The two, once again, good games. Geelong, Freo, that would be, you know, a game played at the MCG. And you would think the the Brisbane v Hawthorn going to be at the Gabba as well. So this game, probably the Friday night one, Geelong v Fremantle. And then the second preliminary final would be Brisbane Hawthorn at the Gabba. Hawthorn only just won that game though, and Freo won by a lot, so who knows with this. But Geelong did win by 20 points against Hawthorn in the final. Let's just delete all responses for this and change that to prelim finals. I think the same link should work here. If I click copy link, we should be good to go. We should be good to go, but if not, let me know. I mean, I'd prefer to see Freo win in a real day, but at the MCG, you know, Geelong, they're pretty good in finals normally, but not prelims actually, in a way. Like, prelims they're not great at. They've lost a lot of prelims as of late. Because people always think that sort of stuff. Change the team answers. Wrong oh, fuck. Have I put... Oh, shit. Alright. Wait. Delete all responses. Start again. What have I done? Sorry. Jeez, I shouldn't have done that. Especially for a preliminary final. I can't be doing it for a prelim final. Jesus Christ. That is bad. Alright. Delete responses again. Delete responses. Don't... Alright, now is good to do it. You can chuck the link in. Yep. My bad. Alright, here we go. I'm not gonna leak anything. We'll get to another 90. Maybe we'll get 100 responses, potentially the grand final. I don't know how we're going to do the grand final. Do we just do the one game? Do we do it in halves? Do we do it in quarters? I'm not sure. Probably just do the one game. Dockers in an upset. Someone says Hawthorn to the granny. It wouldn't surprise me if we get a Hawthorn Freo grand final, actually. Brisbane should win at the Gabba, though. I mean, Brisbane Hawthorn would be a great game at the Gabba. I've got finals nerves here. 2013 granny rematch. If Hawthorn play Freo in this granny. If Geelong play Brisbane, it'd be the prelim final rematch from last year. So that'll also be a pretty good grand final. 100 responses. Yeah, it's midnight. It's getting late, but we're almost done here with a pretty fun stream. 100 responses. 17 seconds. A Hawthorn overrated. Will Geelong get a win? It all will be revealed in less than 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. First game, Geelong Freo. Fremantle have won by 10 points. Fremantle are through. They've managed to beat the Dockers. Some fucking how. The Dockers are through to a grand final. Brisbane Hawthorn. Is it going to be head or heart, this one? Sorry, Geelong and Cats fans. It is actually going to be a 2013 grand final rematch. Hawthorn beat the Lions just in once was another thriller. And we have a Hawthorn v Fremantle grand final. Who the hell would you rather see more win a grand final? Hawthorn or Freo? Wow, okay, grand final. Grand final. How are we going to do this? How the hell are we going to do? Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. And we're going to do every quarter by quarter. So this is quarter one. And you are going to basically write down. Oh, you're going to pick a team. Who leads? And then we're going to do average scores. So if it's free, and then we're going to pick the scores. Actually, who gets the home team? Free or the home team, aren't they? And then they pick the margin. Yeah, I'll build up the suspense, but we won't go through for 2 minutes. We'll just do the 1 minute. So it builds up a bit of suspense. And then we'll see who leads at quarter time. We'll pick the leader. And then we'll do the scores. So we have like a realistic prediction. Looks like... Yep, alright. 1 minute 30. Quarter time in the grand final. Let's have a look. The doc is not published. Ah, shit. Fucking hell. Why do I have to do... I didn't have to do this last time when I was doing this thing. Like, I didn't have to publish anything. But apparently now you have to publish everything for some reason, even though you shouldn't be having to do that. Alright, well, we'll reset it to a minute again. Quarter time. Who leads? We'll have it live so you guys can see it. And then we'll get through the next one, like, straight away. So, it looks like at Hawthorn. And then you got, like, the scores for Freo. Look at that. Oh, my God. Hawthorn haven't got an option. Fuck me. Oh, my God. I'm an idiot. Oh, my God. Alright, we're doing it once. Sorry. Building up the suspense. Shit, that's bad. Alright. Start again, start again, start again. Fucking hell, I'm an idiot. Put in again. Sorry. We'll start from the minute again. Get it together. I know. It's bad. Alright. Looks like we're here. Alright. So this is literally live updating. Can we get an average out of this? I think you can maybe get an average out of this if you link it to sheets. So we could literally get an average score, and that can be the quarter time score. It looks like Freo are leading big time at quarter time. 59 responses. How realistic? What's the most popular score? 18, 60, 70, 41, 10 seconds, and then we'll see who leads at quarter time. It looks like it's Fremantle leading by... I guess we'll figure out. I don't know how I'm going to figure out an average. There's a way to figure out average. So Fremantle on 56. Let's just have a look. Hawthorn, I'm going to say the average score for Freo. Actually, it doesn't really matter, does it? It actually does not matter whatsoever. Like, think about how is this actually going to work? Because I've got the scores here. That needs to stop. I think I forgot to set it to 1 per response. I have. Fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Let's just say Fremantle leads. Well, they were leading before. I think I butchered this potentially. Let's actually click this, and this should give us a spreadsheet, and this will give us a score. Will that work? All right. I don't know if I butchered this. I perhaps have, but can I do an average? I can. All right. I'll be able to do an average here. And that's 152. So I need to figure out what that is divided by, because that's the... Nah, fuck. This isn't going to work because people have 9999 and all that shit. Okay, you know what? Instead, what we're going to do, we're just going to do a grand, because I don't think this is actually going to work, is it? Because people are just going to put 9999 in it, aren't they? And I don't want to waste you guys' time with a grand final. So you know what? We're going to do a new one. We're just going to pick the winner, because I think that's the only thing that's going to work. So let's just delete our responses. Do a new one. Fuck it. Dockers have no chance. We're just going to do a new one, man. I don't even think that was going to end up working. Grand final. Let's just do it. Let's pick a winner. Who's going to win the granny? Yeah, I will just do a result. I thought it would work, but it probably won't work. Why can I not? Well, it's not my fault that people are predicting the score to be 99999, and I'm like, how could that be the average? I mean, I could do like the median potentially, but I just think that'll work better. The median would probably actually work better, like the middle digit, but I don't know how to calculate that, to be honest, on Excel. All right, this is the real one that matters, so let's do it. All right. Anyone with a link? A lot of spamming for the teams people want to win in the chat, which is good to see. You know that you got to have that. Responses are 1 per response. Copy the link. 2 minutes, I think it will have to be, and yeah, 2 minutes. I think that works well. That'll work well as long as I haven't fucked this one up again. But I shouldn't have fucked it up. I think we should be good. Let's do it. Who's gonna win it? Grand final. It's 12:08. But it's alright, because this is the grand final. It is the grand fucking final. If you haven't subscribed yet or liked, feel free to do so. I don't remember how to calculate the median, but it's all good. It is fine. I'm starting to get sick of this music in the background, actually, but we're just going to leave it. Who cares? Do mean, just get rid of extremes. It doesn't matter, though, because I'm not going to even use that. We're just doing, like, have I limited to 1 per response? Have. Alright. It's 85 people. If you guys want to be a part of this, remember, chuck in your vote for the grand final, Fremantle v Hawthorn. The last game of the season. We need a Norm Smith. Oh, Jesus Christ, do we? Do we do a Norm Smith after this? I mean, I guess we could do a Norm Smith, but it would normally go to a winning team, wouldn't it? "45 seconds. Free already going to win, I can tell. I've got no idea, but a lot of people are spamming Freo. I think genuinely Freo could win the whole thing here, because I think a lot of people are getting pissed off with Hawthorn. As long as it's worth it. If no one really wants a Norm Smith, or if it's a waste of time and we can't get it working, I probably won't do one. But halftime entertainment. Who would be a good halftime entertainment? P. Diddy? No, he wouldn't be. Hey, do not get P. Diddy out with the Oz Kickers at halftime, because the Oz Kicker medals probably will be gone. Alright, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Here we go. Alright, the grand final, the winner for 2025, according to you guys. We've done this for 3. Didn't you say if you got 15 minutes? Yes, I will be, but I'll talk about that later. Alright, let's take a look. 3, 2, 1. And it's fucking Freo. Freo have won the grand final. A convincing win. The Dockers win their first flag in 2024. And I don't know if that's what all you guys wanted, but that's what the chat wanted. Fremantle have done it from finishing 3rd. They've done it the hard way. Well, not really, but they had to beat... Well, they actually did do it the hard way. They lost the first week, and then they won their next 3. So there's the response. It was actually quite a big... So 36 went Hawthorn, 69 went Freo. So I think we probably do need to, at least, if we're not doing Norm Smith, should we do Norm Smith? I don't know if we're going to do Norm Smith, but I think at the very least, we have to play the Fremantle theme song, and I haven't got it saved, so I've got to find it somewhere. I should have it saved somewhere. I swear if I haven't got it saved, that'll be kind of shit. I've got every theme song saved. I guess that'll work. This is what I'm going to have to do. I think this is not the Freo one. Why can I hear... Oh, there we go. Sorry. No, that's Adelaide. No, you know Adelaide. Piss off. It's Freo's turn. And now I can't see shit. It's not letting me skip to Freo's part of the song. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm just going to play it on Google then. Fine. Freo deserve their theme song played, not Adelaide. Just because they're the first team in the competition. Piss off, Adelaide. Seriously. You didn't deserve it. Alright, here we go. We got it up. Freo, way to go. Hit him real hard, sit him down below. Oh, Freo, give him the old heave-o. We are the Freo Duckers. Freo, way to go. Hit him real hard, sit him down below. Oh, Freo, give him the old heave-o. We are the Freo Duckers. We're the alright, we're gonna do it in the live chat. The Norm Smith medal. Roll them and we'll rock them. We're gonna send them to the bottom. And if we get up, we'll do it again. The Duckers stop at nothing. Freo, way to go. Hit him real hard, sit him down below. Oh, Freo, give him the old heave-o. We are the Freo Duckers. Freo, way to go. Hit him real hard, sit him down below. Oh, Freo, give him the old heave-o. We are the Freo Duckers. Did I hear say play that a song again? I think we do. When the song finishes, we'll see who wins the Norm Smith. Freo, way to go. Also, chat, put the Fremantle emoji in the chat if you're a member as well. Ben Campbell. rollers, we're the rockers. We're the mighty free old dockers. We're gonna roll them and we'll rock them. We're gonna send them to the bottom. And if they get up, we'll do it again. The dockers stop at nothing. You know what? Let's go retro. Let's go retro. Let's just go, fuck it. It's retro round, baby. What's the pre-game show? This song is like 3 minutes long, I think. And it's Caleb Sarong, who is the Norm Smith medalist. Way to go. Hit him real hard, send him down below. Oh, free, oh, give him the old heave-o. We are the free old dockers. Call you, Cat. Should I? You know what? I will call him. The rolls. Oh, that's right. They go. So, all right, I'm gonna call him. Oh, free-o, heave-o. Free-o, way to go. Surely he answers. His team just won the flag. Oh, you're a cunt. Should we call Ryder Henchy? He's not answering. Nope. Richmond will win it from 18th. Yeah, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Henchy, answer. Oh, fuck you, mate. Alright, well, no one's answering. Who cares? That's the stream. Thank you, Benny Campbell. My mum does hate this song, actually. She likes the newer one a bit better. Alright, I'll rate your photo real quick, because I think we're done with this stream. If they call me back, they'll get an answer, but they better call me back soon. Free-o, heave-o. Give 'em all heave-o. Free-o, heave-o. Rock, rock, rockers. Show them how they rock. They've got rid of that song for the last. I'm not calling Razor Footy, mate. He goes for fucking West Coast. I don't have his number. Go. Oh. Free-o. Way to go. Alright. What's the photo then? Give him the old heave-o. We are the free. Rate out of 10. 7 out of 10. We are the free old duckers. Free old. Alright, when this finishes, we'll look. Actually, hold up. Hold up, before we do that. Make sure you guys check out the second channel. I'm going to stream Fortnite. I might get, might ask Georgia if she wants to play. Let me just go more card, man. Get the channel up. Get some, Fortnite going. I reckon for a little bit. Maybe an hour and a bit. Go and check out the second channel, though. I said if we got 15 members, we did get 15 members, so it's probably going to happen. So there's that. What was else so good? What else was I going to do? I'll say. I don't remember, to be honest with you. There was something else, but I completely forgot. I completely forgot. All right. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll stream. I'll definitely do another stream very soon. I'll be back on live very soon. So stay tuned. But yeah, we'll see you soon.